launch sequence. 4, 3, we've got smoke. 2, we've got ignition. 1, we've got RIP takeoff. We've got RIP takeoff and condolences to his family. We got liftoff. This is the Self Love Show right here on TATN. All right, we're going to put our big foot in our mouth right now. This is one of those rabbit holes that me personally, I don't think I ever took it seriously. Now I got my head in the rabbit hole, and we'll let you know what our opinion is. We're going to give you the data and allow you to use your own, the greater data, and allow you to use your own discernment out there so that you can decide what's right. Stand by. We have, what do you call that? We got some house cleaning to do. The Self Love Show starts in 4 minutes. Appreciate your patience. 4 minutes. In the meantime, between time, please like, share, subscribe. Hype this video if you're enjoying the content out there. Appreciate you.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
That Ain't That Network. Everybody subscribe to That Ain't That Network, man. I'm telling you, those guys are putting some real conscious material out on their YouTube. A lot of people aren't aware of their content, but these are some very smart people that's very conscience forward.
Hey bros, what's going on? This is Cotton Eye. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good. It's raining on prom night.
In entering upon this course of instruction, each of you should, so far as possible, lay aside for the time being all previous theories and beliefs. By so doing, you will be saved the trouble of trying all the way through the show to put, quote, new wine into old wineskins, end quote. Luke chapter 5, verse 37. If there's anything as we proceed which you don't understand or agree with, just let it lie passively in your mind until you have enjoyed the entire show. For many statements that would at first arouse antagonism and discussion will be cleared and easily accepted a little farther on. After the show is over, if you wish to return to your old beliefs and ways of living, you are at perfect liberty to do so. But for the time being, be willing to become as a little child, for said the master in spiritual things, quote, except you become as little children. Ye shall in no wise enter into the kingdom of heaven, end quote. Free the guys, free all the guys. Verse 3. If at times there seems to be repetition, please remember, the Self Love Show is a lesson, not a lecture. 1 minute. 1 minute, Karen. Stand by. 1 minute. Show starts in 1 minute.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
You can't handle the truth. Pulling up them baggy legs and talking shit. Yes, sir. Do it. You got to appreciate the Self Love Show. Got to appreciate Karen. Karen, bring that beat back.
And development platform. Number one, repair our nation.
The Self Love Show, giving you more than vitamins and minerals. Food for your soul, information and plans integral to making your mind grow. With more growth and development, BS is irrelevant to the intelligent. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is what we represent. It's the Self Love Show, the Self Love Show, the Self Love Show. We do it for our people. The Self Love Show, it's the Self Love Show, it's the Self Love Show. To expose and no equal. The Self Love Show, the Self Love Show, the Self Love Show. Wordsmith 9 is the Self Love Show, the Self Love Show. You know how the story goes. It's the Self Love Show.
That's one of my favorite ditties. The views expressed in today's pod are those of the hosts, guests, and are not necessarily reflective of any affiliates or TATN. Furthermore, this podcast is satirical commentary. All statements are jokes, opinions, and or exaggerations for entertainment and edutainment, not factual claims or allegations about any person, place, or event. Third, welcome to another edition, praise Yah, of the Self Love Show. Right here on This Ain't That Network. And as we say, TATN. TATN. Oh, we gotta have a watch on to do that. We're watching the YNs. But we're not gonna have it on today. Because I don't know where it is. There you go. Hold on, YNs. This my jury. Come steal it. All right. And it's probably a fake, but doesn't matter. Shoot me up full of holes and steal it. That's the YNs. That's how they roll. All right. Quit hating. Okay. So TATN. This is a spot where we dive deep into the intersections of mind, body, spirit, and culture. This is one of the co-hosts, 9 Millie. All praise to the ancestors, the Most High, and my late and extremely beloved Mama Sky. This week, we tapping into the wild side of the internet because these viral animal and human interaction clips been going crazy this week. Cats out here filming wild bison and being saved by their house pets. It's comedy. It's chaos. And it's a low-key reminder that animals be moving with way more presence and intention than we give them credit for. But then, bang, you already know what pops back up in the algorithm. Bigfoot, the legend, the meme, the midnight forest silhouette, the boogeyman that got half the country swearing they seen something that they can't explain. So this week, we're going to unpack it with some real curiosity. Is Bigfoot an interdimensional being slipping in and out of our world like a glitch? Is it a lower primate human hybrid we just ain't classified yet? Or is it a straight up fictional characters from human imagination that we keep resurrecting because we love a mystery more than a conclusion? Either way, we're going to break it down with respect, humor, and that self-love show lens where myth, science, and street-level common sense all sit at the same table. Strap in, because this episode is about animals, humans, and potentially animal-human hybrids, and the blurry line between what's real, what's possible, and what's just waiting for somebody brave enough to look twice. So, whip out your self-love vision and your 10 hats. This is the Self Love Show, and this is the revolution. And the revolution will not be on YouTube. These are lessons, not lectures. We're live and live in color. And today is Wednesday, July 15, 2026, at approximately 7:31 p.m. post-meridian in Chiran. And as always, you spirits can be anywhere in this magnanimous universe at any time. But thankfully, we're all choosing to be right here together. That's right. Here together. Bear down, what down. Brother Wordsmith, what you manifesting today?
Love, now. You know me, manifesting love. What you manifesting?
Ditto, good brother. Pure, magnificent, unfettered, unfiltered. Some say tough. Others have labeled it harsh. But I can assure everyone it's self-love just the same.
No doubt, no doubt.
What's been happening in your neck of America since we last popped out?
My cousin Mickey had a birthday party for Aunt Floria.
Aunt Flo?
80th.
Yeah, Ace Toe.
80th. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Woo! It went down in the town.
Was y'all drinking the
dope.
corn liquor?
No, I didn't drink any. I'm sure tea flowing. My cousin offered me some, grapes and stuff, but I had already partaked more than enough where I would not partake in moonshine.
Where they had it at Mick and Ace crib?
Oh no, at the hotel they got married at.
Oh, did they have a life-size rendition of Uncle Joe?
Nah,
Like a little cutout?
nah, nothing.
Uncle Joe was a smooth cat. I'd have loved to have kicked it with Uncle Joe, like in the time when we're both like 20. You know what I mean? I bet he was just, oh man. R.I.P. Uncle
Something
Joe.
else. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He was already making as much as his father when he was 15 as a barber.
Damn. He must have been good with those shears, huh?
He was. He was already living on his own too.
And back then they used to the whole thing. Shave with the razor, all that, huh? Uh-huh. He was using shears, bro?
Yeah, yep.
Damn.
He used shears and
that long straight razor.
Shears, razor, and he had clippers too.
Well, they had clippers back in the day?
Mm-hmm. Well, when he was cutting my hair. I forgot that I left that part out.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if the colored invented the clippers.
Wow, you already know that. Come on.
Would not be surprised whatsoever.
Yeah, you already know that's what that.
All right. What to expect today? As always, we kick it off with the Self Love Show quote of the day. And then we're going to run a very short video, less than like 50 seconds. It's our platform video. That's the more growth and development video. That's the more growth and development video. You get these 5 fingers and you make them into a fist, and they're a lot stronger than the 5 separate fingers. You understand? Unless, of course, you're using 2 of them to poke your eye out. And then we got tattoo tyranny. Okay. Well, we don't have tattoo tyranny, but we got some videos that Brother Wordsmith and I are going to react to. Those are the viral animal videos. And then we're going to jump to tonight's topic, which is Bigfoot Unpacked. Interdimensional, lower primate, alien, E.T., fictional character. Do me a favor, smash that like button. Do me a big favor, smash that like button. Appreciate you out there. Appreciate you out there. Any announcements there, Brother Wordsmith?
Like, share, subscribe. Get it in far and wide. Know how to ride.
Yeah, what he said. I agree. Stop the violence. Stop that killing out there. It's not a good look. Ain't no coming back from that in this form. Stop the violence. Also, don't be bashful out there as far as at least having an annual checkup. Get her done, whether it's dental or physical. Get her done. Okay. And as Hank says every show on Mouthpiece included, if you feel the need, go get on somebody's couch. All right, get on somebody's couch and get your mental looked at. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, share, subscribe. If you have ever personally witnessed Sasquatch out there, the Bigfoot, if you know someone who's, told you stories that they witnessed the Sasquatch, or maybe you heard something. Now, I'm sure Brother Wordsmith's been down there in them sticks. You hear something that you just can't quite, what the fuck is that? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
You know, you know what I mean? We want to hear about it. This is interactive. Do us a favor. Type of Bigfoot in the, just like Air Quotes did, in the chat. We're unpacking Bigfoot today. We're going to put Bigfoot's foot in our mouth. Big Ups Midwest Festivals presents Ancestral Echoes, Echoes, Echoes. They just recently completed, I believe it was the 4th annual Glamping House Music Fest. It's growing, it's glowing. It's a house music camping festival, glamping festival. You have your tents, you have your trailers out there, music bumping until 4 a.m. Bring your shenanigans, leave your children wherever, but don't bring them. Okay. Best DJs in the Midwest, some coming now from across the country. Okay.
Absolutely.
No record will be played twice throughout all of the sets. You're going to shake your bum. You're going to shake your bum all night until the sun comes up. All right. It's growing. It's glowing, as I said. Nobody can tell you the feeling. You've just got to be there. There are other ways to support this movement. Go to Karen, can you put the link in the chat? It's www.ancestralechoes.net. Thank you, Karen. There's merch there. Sign up, register at that website, and they can keep you abreast as to what's going on. They've got fundraising events. Fundraising. We got to copyright that. Drop that D. Fundraising events across the greater Chicagoland area that you want to be privy to, huh, Brother Wordsmith?
Yeah, absolutely, because it's going to be amazing every time.
Is it colored, owned, and operated?
Well, yeah, it's yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
American Indian out there, owned and operated out
Swarthy.
there. Swarthy, definitely swarthy.
Swarthy.
Very swarthy.
Bring your deodorant, people. Nobody's trying to smell that, and that's if you don't want to bring it.
That's not what that means. You already know that out there. You're gonna start thinking that means that you say it so often. You're gonna be like, oh man, you're swarthy.
Swarthy.
Like what?
You got the Moors over here smelling clean. You got the swarthy over here. You know what I mean? But they're all hanging out together with the Neanderthals.
Well, the Moors were swarthy, so there's that.
No, there is that. All right, big ups to Tay Mills Aesthetics. If you're looking for copper color, owned, operated, licensed, bonded, fully insured, if you're looking for the very best esthetician in the world, and you happen to be in the Los Angeles area, maybe you're here on vacation, reach out to Tay Mills at www.taymilz Thank you, Karen. That link's been dropped in the chat. When you communicate with that organization, let them know that the Self Luv Show sent you. The Self Luv Show sent you. And big ups to Bella B. Maybe you need some, you want to get a t-shirt, put on there, I'm swarthy on the front. And then on the back, put on there, that's why I stink. Whatever you want. You reach out to Bella B at designs365@gmail.com. You reach out to Bella B, copper colored, at designs365@gmail.com. That email has been dropped into the chat. Tell her the Self Luv Show sent you. And last but not least, the J, the I, the M, the J, the I, the M, the J, the I, recovery. We got Gym Recovery, copper colored, owned and operated, licensed, bonded, fully insured.
If you find yourself in a pinch, don't be calling him on that. I want that homie hookup. He's in the business of being in the business. So don't be calling him like, oh yeah, can you come tow my whip for free? Because where they do that at. However, you tell them the Self Love Show is woke. We woke. Tell them you woke, and you're gonna get you a nice little rate. Reach out to Jim Recovery in the Chicagoland area. You might need a tow. They've been in the business over 4 decades as a family. So this guy's a savant when it comes to towing. He's been on the news. If you need your whip towed, you're in a precarious situation. It could be hanging like from inside a building. He'll get your whip out of there. He'll put it on top of a flatbed, and you can ride in a brand new flatbed truck and listen to Fox because he's got it in his twat. Okay. And speaking of Jim Recovery, we got H. Moultrie out there. 48 out of 50. 48 out of 50. 48 out of 50. Computer, explain. Self Love, you got any idea what he's referencing here?
That they're found in 48 out of 50 states. Is he actually talking on topic?
Jim Recovery is in 48 out of 50 states?
No.
You're talking about the Sasquatch.
Yeah.
But so what, they're not in Hawaii and Alaska? No, they're in Alaska.
They're in Alaska, they're not in Hawaii. So it's 40.
I know Illinois, we got a chart we're going to show earlier. I know Illinois is high on the list.
Yeah, one of the highest.
Yes.
One of the highest. And, I drive through downstate and they got those metal cutouts. Just
Sasquatch?
Yeah. And be driving, just on their property. So you see, if you're driving at night, you might think it's one or something. I don't know.
Wow.
But they're cutouts, and it's like, I've seen at least 50 or 60 of those.
Well, the Native Americans don't really, their lore, we'll get into it. They don't really talk about like they don't communicate. They just look up, they let it do what it's doing.
Yeah. American Indians.
Yeah. Yes.
Native Americans, they don't have stories.
Oh, all right. Well,
the engines.
The engines. They because they feel like it can take over your mind. They don't give it. Some of them. That's not every tribe. Mm-hmm. And then so we'll get there. We'll get there. But 48 out of 50. What do you mean, Corch? Clarify.
Yeah, because I'm not sure Corch is talking about what we're on top of.
Yeah, he's really on top. He's probably got Fox in his twat right now. All right, enough of my yapping. I'll turn it over to this brother to handle his business.
Sir. Yes, y'all. We don't stop. The Self Love Show rocks on. As always, we have a very important video, the Silverback Moral Growth and Development platform, which we're building the Self Love Nation off of. But before that, we always have the Self Love Show quote of the day. I know what I saw, and I've never looked back from that. But that thing was real. I know what I saw, and I've never looked back up from that. That thing was real. Outdoorsman Bob Gimlin, 1967 encounter.
That kind of statement is what opens me up to this self, because I know what I saw when it comes to things in the sky. Right.
Also, we heard the stuff we heard over here.
Yes. Right. Regardless of, you know what I mean? Because some people just can't believe it until they see it or hear it themselves.
Right. Silverback More Growth and Development platform. Number 1, repair our nation via reparations. We demand our silver back. Number 2, to connect our breadwinners with our activists. Number 3, show an accurate depiction of African-American Chi-Town. 4, shine a light on positive influence. 5, heal our community one person at a time. 6, provide an unfiltered platform for our influencers. 7, recycle the black dollar. 8, to provide mentors for the mentorless. 9, to close the gap between us and our kinsmen. And number 10, protect our women, children, and men by any and all means necessary.
Amen. And the people say amen. In case you didn't check in last week, the live is still up on our channel, so you can watch it, as you're going through life. We broke down Project Looking Glass and the Montauk Project. We unleashed that, huh, Self?
Oh, yes, we did.
Yeah.
Man, I suggest you go check it out. Check it out.
Yeah. We're not saying don't get money, and we're not saying money isn't a necessary evil in this realm, but we're saying don't only get money. You weren't put on this planet to do what?
Work for money for other people.
Yeah. That guy put, it's funny you said that. He left a quote, a comment on the last video. Go to work. I told him, you ever heard of Juneteenth? There is leisure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right. I'm starting to think this guy's a descendant from one of the so-called slave masters.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he works for himself, so he doesn't. He's a slave master to himself, that's for sure.
He was definitely in the house though, giving master a massage, wasn't he? Talking about them damn niggas. And them young ones out there, boss. Them young ones out there, they ain't working.
Just shoot him and kill him.
All right.
What? No, not unaliving anybody here. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but they're making money for me, Mochi said DEI Thursday and TDS Tuesday. All right. Okay.
What?
I don't know. He's been talking about DEI Thursday. I have no idea what he means. It's been the latest of his ramage.
Oh, okay. It's some nonsense that Fox is spewing.
Probably so. I never asked him about it, because he wants you to ask him about it. And it opens up a whole can of, nonsense. TD's Tuesday. Again, I've never heard that one. That one's new.
Yeah, get twat. Get Fox out your twat.
Get it right out your twat. Go get your twat checked out. Go get your annual. Yeah. Yeah. Bigfoot Unpacked, interdimensional, lower primate, ET, or fictional character. That's what we on tonight. Please smash that like button. Smash that like button. Yeah. Yeah, what Brother Wordsmith said. All right. Let's see here. All right. We got a video. Man, they changed stuff, and it's not always for the better with these updates.
Man, tell me about it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying because Facebook, YouTube updated on my phone, and I'm like, what?
Exactly.
How do I?
Right.
I had no idea because I don't be commenting too much on people's stuff, and it had me. I was trying to put in my welcome thing, and it had me trying to reply to air quotes. I'm like, and wouldn't let me out of there. It's like, oh, I had to get out of that, completely out the app and come back in.
Yeah, they're gonna force you to use the new features. When my power was out today, I had a meeting. And I had to go to Zoom on my cell phone. I hadn't Zoomed on my cell phone in forever.
God.
I'm like, what is this shit? How do I change this? You know what I mean?
It's a completely different experience on the phone.
It was a professional call. I had to get all the Pookie and Ray Ray pictures and names off there.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if you've seen this one.
Thanks for staying with us.
I know some of you guys are dog people, but big ups to all the cats out there. Fair use. Big ups to all the cats out there.
Staying with us tonight, I'm Ryan Cummings.
And I'm Annie Satowski. If you're not a cat person, this next story may certainly change your mind.
When a Sturgis man slipped in the shower, he laid helpless on the floor for hours. And it was his pet cat who saved his life. Doug Reardon shows us how.
We have to thank our friends at the Sturgis Journal for pointing our attention to this really incredible story. Ron Williams is almost 85.
Does he have a lisp? Does he have a speech impediment? Am I getting? He's been working on it, ain't he?
Where are they at? Because they must be in butt-fick nowhere. Nobody wants that job. Because
Sturgis, I think it's in Iowa. This is where all the motorcyclists go stinking. The swarthy. They pull up on their Harleys every year from all over the country. They ride the Sturgis.
Swarthy.
Yeah, the stinky white men with the beards.
Well, no, Swarthy's a skin color. It's not stinky, so
we're going by what Hollywood portrays. All right.
No, fuck Hollywood. Burn, Hollywood, burn.
All right, Doug Reardon, you tell me if he has a speech impediment.
Williams is almost 85 years old. A couple days ago, he slipped and fell while getting out of the shower, and he laid there for almost 16 hours. Then he remembered his cell phone was on the counter, and his pet cat Fluffy was also in the bathroom with him. Counter.
Yeah, they're doing it on purpose.
That script is like
yeah, they laughing. Whoever said
training.
So if you could superimpose Daffy Duck right over his fucking face and none of it.
Oh, very easily. Because his head is definitely shaped like Daffy Duck when he gets his beak shut off.
Big ups to him. He's got a family.
And his pet cat Fluffy was also in the bathroom with him.
I relive it a million times. And what if he wouldn't have been in there with me? I'd be dead today.
Dead.
Yeah, that's it.
But Ron Williams is alive and with quite a tale to tell. The main character is his pet cat, Fluffy.
That's a boy.
Ron adopted Fluffy from a friend not too long ago.
And I looked at him and I just fell in love with him.
Williams, who turns 85 in September, didn't know that a few weeks after he got him, Fluffy would save his life. We all talk to our pets, and that's how this story starts.
The phone would ring, and I'd say, ring-a-ding, ring-a-ding, and I didn't know he'd pick up on it.
Thank goodness Fluffy did. A few days ago, Ron slipped getting out of the shower. With his life alert on the charger, his phone up on the counter, and the door closed, Ron was trapped.
This guy was charging his life alert while he's getting in and out of the shower. So, I mean, God bless him.
Yeah, ridiculous. And my mom was, speaking of that, my mom's 85, she was asking me to bring a step ladder over there. I was like, oh, no way in shape and form would I ever bring you anything that you're going to climb up on.
Yeah, I'll come do it.
Yes. And we'll have to rearrange the stuff you got up too high to lower where you can reach it or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, I'll be very careful. And do you know she fell that day?
Seriously?
Yeah, but not no bad fall at all.
Right.
She was in the grass and we was laughing because I'm like, really? And you wanted me to bring you something to climb up on?
My arm was pinned under me, and the hours kept going by.
For 16 hours.
Under me, and the hours kept going.
Door closed. Ron was trapped.
My arm was pinned under me, and the hours kept going by.
For 16 hours, from 8 in the morning until midnight, Ron lay trapped in agony on the floor. Until he remembered Fluffy was in the room too.
16 hours. Now, what is Fluffy thinking about, Self?
Oh, he's getting a nap.
Yeah, he probably slept off a lot of it. But at some point, Fluffy's like, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to change my litter box. This guy's been laying around here.
Something's going on.
I'm hungry. I usually have my 5 p.m. treats by now, my wet food, my 7 p.m. wet food. I'm not getting
whatever it is. Yeah. Yeah, from 8 a.m. to all that. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at him. He's playing with him with the little thing.
Ron took one crazy last chance to save his life.
So I said, Fluffy, ring-a-ding, Fluffy. And I says, you're my only hope. And he was.
Now, for y'all who believe this is a simulation and don't believe in the creator, listen to this.
It wasn't even 5 minutes later, I felt something hit my hand. And I'm here because of it.
Now with just a few bumps and bruises, Ron is recovering, but alive. Just goes to show you don't need to be strong or even be a human to be a hero.
He'll never be away from me until the day I die.
Which won't be for a long, long time if it's Fluffy Skull.
He's my hero, and he always will be.
And safe to say Ron has since installed a grab bar in his shower. In Kalamazoo, Doug Reardon, Fox 17 News.
So he did put a grab bar in the shower after that, which is great to that.
Yeah.
He's got to make arrangements for Fluffy in case something happens to him.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Because Fluffy, if he'd have died, Fluffy would have died too.
Yeah. Well,
somebody would probably eventually done a well-being check.
Well, yeah. Fluffy might have made it, but might not have, though. It was in the bathroom, so... yeah, still doesn't change my mind about the simulation. So,
yeah, I mean, look at that, bro. He says ring-a-ding Fluffy. You know, cats don't do shit like that. Apparently, they do.
Yeah, they do. Some, occasionally.
Yeah, you know, the Egyptians revered them.
No, it's stated in Sumerian text that they were brought here.
Yeah,
from here, they were brought here
to spy on us.
Well, to guard the veil.
Yeah.
The beings that can come through the veil, like to feed off of us when we sleep or whatever. And you say the cats can see that and they stop that. That's why they be staring in the corners and seeing.
Yeah, they do it all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
I could tell you where the portals are in this apartment.
Yeah.
I could tell you exactly where they are.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're the guardians of that. So that's what, at least that's what the information.
Well, it was capital punishment if you killed a cat back in the Egypt days, whether it was on purpose or not.
Yeah. They killed them.
Who?
They would bury him with Pharaoh. So
with the pharaohs. The pharaohs, it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
You tell me they mummify him, and then you don't know if they mummified him later after they died naturally.
I guess they could, but
yeah, you know what I mean. Pharaoh probably left a thing. Say, hey, look, mummify my cat once my cat dies, and put him in my tomb with me or her.
Unless they died before them, I don't think that, because they sealed those tombs.
According to the white man's history. Just because we don't know how to unseal them doesn't mean they don't.
That's true. I don't see they revered them, but
they revered them. Maybe they didn't put them in the tombs right away. The pharaohs. I mean, I don't know, but I just can't say that they killed them. And maybe it was an exception because it was the pharaoh. But I find it tough to believe if they revered those cats that they killed them like that. Some pharaohs, though, they're all crazy. All right, we got another one. All right, this one might be more up your alley. Dog saves boy.
Jaws drop across the country. A husky leaping in between a charging black bear and a 6-year-old boy. The dad screaming in terror. Now,
all the dad did was scream like a bitch.
Well, shoe fits, wear it.
Here they are. We're hearing from the dad and his son, who are forever grateful to their loyal pup named Bella. They spoke with Jim Murray.
It's a tranquil scene. A 6-year-old outside the house playing with his Nerf toy. But something frightening is about to erupt. A black bear charges toward the boy, but Bella the husky is on the case. She chases the beast away from the boy. A black bear charges. A black bear.
Does it look like he's going towards that boy?
No, not at all.
Bear charges toward the boy, but Bella the husky is on the case.
That dude's got a script to follow. He's not saying what he wants to say out there. He's following the script.
And I bet all the news outlets that cover this are following the same script.
Yes.
Word for word, verbatim.
Yes. Unless somebody makes a mistake.
A black bear charges toward the boy.
And those mistakes keep you from moving up the ranks and going to CNN and Fox.
Yeah, you stay in those little bitty towns.
Sturgis.
Yes. Where you can Saturday night you say came to through this whole thing where they fucked around the same.
You sound like Cool G Rap.
Where you could do that on TV.
Yeah.
Cool G
Bella
Rap,
the husky is
part of his style and flavor.
Yeah, he made that list work.
On the case. She chases the beast away from the boy. Dad, who's loading up the car, can't believe what just happened.
How was
the
that
boy.
ball move?
Case. She chases the beast,
the beast
away
hit
from
the
the
ball.
boy.
Yeah.
Dad, who's loading up the car, can't believe what just happened.
I heard the dog let out a vicious bark.
I spoke to Jeff Tazara and his son Colton.
They got this poor boy in Theta thinking the bear was trying to kill him.
Man.
Young lad who was saved by his faithful dog straight out of Lassie. Jeff, when you look at that video, what do you see? What do you see?
She wants to get that bear away from us. She was on top of it, you know.
Are they suggesting this bear is just going to go attack this boy and eat him, and the father's right there? Is that what they're suggesting?
Yes.
Got a pretty good chunk of the bear's rear end.
Just the day before, Jeff's ring.
Now look how dumb the dad is. And I've talked to people, Self, who live in bear country, and they say black bears are very docile. They don't mess with humans. The only time is when it's the mother and they're protecting their baby. Other than that, they run from. They don't fuck with humans like that.
Right. That's what that looked like. To me, it looked like the bear wouldn't even came that way if it wasn't for the dog. I mean, the bear is coming this way, and the dog is coming.
I see what you're saying.
Behind it,
the vector the dog had
yes,
on him.
Yes, and the man just said that the dog gave out a vicious bark.
And it's proof because this bear could have turned around and mauled the shit out of that dog.
Yeah.
That they don't have that spirit in them that we give them credit for. Now the dumbass dad. Look what was on his fucking camera the day
Jeff's
before.
ring camera caught footage of a family.
The bear's rear end.
Just the day before,
the day
Jeff's
before,
ring camera.
All they trying to do is feed their family. So does he? You're supposed to not even put your garbage out until garbage day when you're in bear country, and have locks or have locks on these things and unlock them when the garbage man pulls up.
Yeah.
The day before, he had this on his camera.
Caught footage of a family of bears foraging outside the house near Hartford, Connecticut. And this video was shot the day before.
The day before, they hit jackpot at that fucking house. Same time of day, it looks like, broad daylight.
Yeah.
He put his son in danger.
Had him wandering around in bear country out there.
Right around and play by the garbage can, son.
No, come on, get in the car.
Yeah, these cans shouldn't be out here.
Well before that.
Nothing like this. Colton, is Bella your pal? You love Bella, don't you?
Yeah.
A big hug for a hero husky.
I mean, the dog doesn't know what the bear's intent is, so big ups to the dog.
Yeah, the dog did his job.
Correct. Don't you got a dog named Bella?
Tribal.
Tribal, yeah.
And Dad tells us he plans on rewarding Bella with a steak.
He still ain't gave the
family
dog a steak
night. She definitely deserves that.
You know, if we did a whole news show, the dog ain't gonna even know what the steak is for. That motherfucking dog should have had a steak that day. All right.
And the dad yelled Bella. He didn't yell at the anything towards the bear or whatever.
No.
He was scared for Bella. Bella!
He was yelling Bella, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, they got to find a new place for that kid to play, maybe create a playpen. You got to, I'm just, we are solutionists.
Yeah,
You
they
can't
said he
have
was loading the car, so you got to load the child first.
Yeah, but those if the bears are coming around going through your garbage, you got to do something different with the garbage itself.
Yeah. Yeah, they had got the garbage the day before, so
maybe move the cans
in the garage or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Or the other side, something.
It's got to be inside, otherwise them bears gonna find it.
Well, that's what the bear people tell me. And they say everybody knows that. The dad allegedly is a dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's plenty of them.
Seems like a single dad, though, because the mom didn't say anything, huh? So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she might not want to be on TV with that stupidity.
Right. If they was colored, Child Protective Services would be trying to make a claim out of this.
Yeah.
Child endangerment.
Yeah.
All right, we got one more, and then we'll get on topic, y'all. All right. This one's called Human Ball. Human Ball.
Everyone's bison! Look out! Bison! Look out!
These are pink people doing pink shit.
Yeah, you better get out of the way.
Look at this motherfucking animal.
Big as a goddamn car.
Man, if you don't respect this thing, it's something wrong with you.
Yeah, they run into your shit, it's over.
So here we go.
For your car.
Everyone's bison! Look out! Bison! Look out!
This was
You see him hiding behind the cars.
a terrifying scene at Yellowstone National Park. A bison charging toward a man and a young person. Moments before, the two...
Look at him. Look at the moments before herself. This
Dumbass.
bison is staring at you. Oh, he's posing for the picture.
No, he's sizing your motherfucking dumb ass up. It's like, I could be there in about 4 steps. They won't even know what's coming.
Ain't he so?
As soon as they flash that camera, it's on.
He's like, in this old one, ain't he? I can catch that old one. Like I can run his ass down. All right, here we go.
taking photos from a distance.
All right, look at him. Now they're like, oh, look at himself. This dude's setting him up, ain't he? Look at the bison.
This motherfucker rolling over so he can get it. Take
Just
off.
rub my belly, you know what I mean? I'm harmless.
As it lays down. When the animal gets up.
Uh-oh. You saw the back kick, didn't you, sir?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not a natural wilderman or something, but that don't look good.
Yeah, I'm not an animal specialist, but I can tell you that bug's pissed.
I've seen enough cartoons to know that that's not a good look.
And bolts in their direction. They tried to run and hide.
He went straight after Pops.
As the bison chases the man around a tree, shakes him.
Pops should have stayed, but he would have knocked
Another
that
one.
tree down, huh?
And then-
That little ass tree.
The bison slams into that man with brutal force, throwing him.
Look at that. So.
Oh no!
It's not funny. Any kids out there, YNs out there, this ain't funny.
Oh no!
Feet into the air.
It was like watching a bulldozer move out at 45 miles an hour.
Photographer Mike McLeod recorded that video, but stopped and ran to help.
And when you approach this man, how is he?
He was in a lot of pain. He was conscious, I think, the entire time.
The National Park Service confirming a 65-year-old man was injured by a bison and taken to the hospital. McLeod says he's in touch with the man's family.
I mean, what was the man's plan? He'd have been better off hiding behind a tree.
I think it ran him from behind the tree. Because remember, he was behind the tree, and then all of a sudden he came out this way, and then it came out after him. It ran his ass from behind that tree.
It's like he has a broken leg in
This
several
isn't
places.
funny for all the
The
wine.
doctor said that he.
Okay, here we go. So he's behind this tree. Oh, so he was hiding. He thought the bison he thought the bison wouldn't know he was there.
Yeah, he stopped. He's being cautious.
Wow, are you kidding me? This was his plan. Because I mean, you can't outrun it.
Probably could.
And he's still eyeballing the bison. The bison don't like that.
Oh, not at all. The bison don't see him right now. I don't know.
Would recover, but
it's running into that tree over there. So.
Ain't he? He telling dude, I'll knock that motherfucker. Man. This is what I'm about to do to you in a minute.
It's gonna be
Pop started making a run for it.
Yeah, because he saw what he did to that tree, that other tree.
Recovery.
Oh.
The man's family telling NBC News he underwent surgery and remains at the hospital.
He ran around. He ran him out of there. See, he's there.
I see what you're saying, but couldn't he just go to the other side of the tree?
Telling NBC
he should have went on the
News
side of the truck. That's what he should have went on.
Yeah, that's why dude was. That's why dude was.
That bison was like, "Yeah, got you."
That's why dude brought the truck over there.
Yeah, so he can stay behind it.
And remains.
Oh, he did run him from around that low ass tree.
Telling NBC News he underwent surgery and
oh my God.
Remains.
Well, I hope he got the pictures. Did the pictures come out good?
This is.
Oh my God.
Is that the moment right there, Self, where you know, oh boy.
Yeah, you know he fucked up right there.
Right there. Let's see if he was sudden and did a little jump. Nope. Looks like he didn't do a little jump.
The second.
No, he didn't.
Oh my God.
Look how powerful that animal is.
Yeah, look how high he is.
And he barely hit himself. He wasn't trying to kill him.
He flicked that dude. Then he got some horns. I don't know.
I don't think he got horns.
And in just 2 months at the park,
right into
June,
the tree.
A 12-year-old was also hurt by a bison. The National Park Service says people should always stay more than 25 yards away from them.
25 yards wasn't going to help this dude.
No, he's too old.
Run away if one charges.
And that's what he did, too.
Yeah, he did what they told you to do.
Yeah, and he looked like he was about 25 yards. He wasn't 25 yards, but he was close to it.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. They're still giving bad advice.
While that bison was knocking down that tree, he should have been off. He should have been running.
The bison gave him a chance, didn't he?
Yeah.
And the bison got tired. This man's been staring at me for the last 10 minutes.
A frightening incident at one of America's most iconic parks. Camila Bernal.
He ran his ass around that tree.
Yeah, he should have kept behind himself out of behind them trees. Like,
yeah. No, he ran all the way around that tree. It was nothing he gonna do. It ain't no sudden. It was like a bunch of trees. It looked like there's bushes in there. But I would have been all up in the bushes rather than dealt with this right here.
And once you get out in the open.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on
It's not, again, kids, YouTube, it's not funny, all right? Nobody's trying to say, what the fuck is this? That it's funny. All right, and then we got an update, though. You get to talk to Pops.
For the first time overnight at Montana's Yellowstone before tossing him high.
What they said, Self, it's mating season for the bison.
Oh, okay.
So the males got more hormones in them. They're more aggressive. They want their space. So it was all bad news.
Yeah. And they're standing up there.
Yeah. Yeah. He gave him so many subtle cues, didn't he?
Man, jumped up and spun around and kicked that dirt up. Man,
yeah.
Get the fuck out of Dodge.
I'm not posing for the pictures, but I'm sure they're thinking, look
this
at him.
This is great. Look at him. Performing for us.
Yeah.
Into the air. McDaniel telling CNN we were about 100 yards away.
100 yards? Is that 100 yards?
Football length way.
Yeah,
I don't
ain't
know.
no way in hell.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it to me.
No, I don't think he's got all his marbles. He's still, probably shaken up.
Concussed.
The bison was not aggressive.
The bison was not aggressive, so they snapped a few photos and continued.
That's not 100 yards, bro.
No.
Walking. Photographer Mike McLeod
much more than 100 feet.
Encounter.
No.
They were doing everything right. They were respectful, and once the bison showed any agitation, they left. And they were just at the wrong
That
time.
girl
in the
got
wrong
away.
place.
Left her granddad right there, didn't she?
Yeah, she's supposed to.
McDaniel says around that time,
She was
a
not
truck
supposed to get
drove
knocked
by,
in the air.
and the driver honked his horn in what he believes was an
Pissed the bison off the honking of the horn.
Yes. Bison, moose. Yeah, you're not supposed to.
driver honked his horn in what he believes was an apparent attempt to get the bison to move. And it worked. The sound agitated the bison, and it began running toward them. McDaniel telling CNN, there was not a lot of time, so I told my grandson to run in one direction.
Oh, grandson. I thought that was a girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so he told his grandson, let's split up. This was his destiny, wasn't it, so?
Yeah, he was protector.
And I went the other to try and draw him away.
This guy's concussed. You're telling me that you went the other way and would you have a red blanket in your hand and you were trying to draw him towards you? What did he do to draw maybe he was saying something to him.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Way. After chasing the pair around a wooded area, the hulking animal eventually caught up to McDaniel and sent him flying.
Bad plan,
McDaniel says
Pops.
he was on the ground and unable to move when something remarkable happened. He was right on top of me. He could have stomped on me. He could have gored me.
Correct. That's what you said, Self.
Yeah.
He could have done almost anything to take my life, and he did not do so. That's when the photographer says he immediately stopped filming and ran to help.
Yeah, he could have gored him from the beginning, but you see where his
Yeah.
horns are?
Yeah.
He didn't want to kill that man.
He hit him with the front of his head, and he could have just gored him instead of knocking him up in the air like that.
Yelling at the bison along with other Good Samaritans to scare it off.
Because I could see that bison was standing over him. And
he stood over him,
pumping his head,
He's
very
enjoying
aggressive and
his work.
agitated. And I knew that somebody had to distract that thing.
McDaniel, who had surgery on Sunday, says he's grateful for all the people who helped and thankful it was not much worse.
I mean, what a story. And so what does his recovery look like now, Camila?
Yeah, Savannah. So Carl McDaniel told CNN that he broke his femur in 4 places near his hip. He says he'll be doing physical therapy for the next few days to start walking, but he was thankfully able to stand.
Next few days.
Savannah.
Wow.
He broke his femur in 4 places near his hip. He's going to be doing physical therapy longer than a few days.
Yeah.
Is this guy concussed?
Well, is she concussed? Did she have a lisp
reporting
too?
what he said, though.
Did she have a lisp too?
She did have a lisp, Steph. I didn't want to go there.
What the hell going on in this
I did
town?
not want to go there. She definitely had a lisp. I didn't want to go there. I was like, is it just me? Maybe it's just me.
Yeah,
I was going to
no.
say it, so.
I was wondering if it was just me. I'm like, okay.
Human
I heard
ball.
the person before him didn't have a lisp. So I'm like, yeah, it definitely was a lisp.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's doing her thing. Human ball. That's what that's called, y'all. Yeah. That's the bison was just having a little fun. World Cup was going on,
The motherfucker come blowing his horn and shit.
Moji say socialists take over Democrat Party. He said, you can't outrun a bison. They can run 35 miles per hour. Where does he get this data from? Fox.
The bison, I don't know. That's probably true about the bison. The other nonsense is nonsense. So you know how that goes.
Nathan Lagarde is laughing. What up, Nate? He said, straight out of the cartoons of our childhood. Exactly.
Man, ain't that for real, boy? There's no way I could laugh at that. I'm like,
They would have some
Right.
music leading up to it. Moultrie, moose are on the loose as well. He said bison have small horns. The Indians almost made them extinct back then. Oh, now it's the Indians.
No,
Ain't
you
no way the
dummy.
Indians was killing off all the bisons,
Stupid.
bro.
He that's stupid.
Where's he getting his history from?
Fox.
Bro, the Indians were sustaining the.
Yes, they lived off of them. They used the entire animal. It was
Yeah, and they would wait for it to die 9 times out of 10.
It was the pink people.
Yes.
That was killing them so they could kill the food for the Indians and stop the made them bones piled 90 feet high.
Facts. We got a picture of that on the last video we run at the end of the show. They stand on top of it and revel in their evil. And for you to put that on your own people, Moultrie, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. The Indians wouldn't even chop down trees. They was asking the white man, why are you killing the tree? We use the ones that fall.
Yeah.
Every year they know the winds come through, blow down certain trees, and that's where they got their wood from. Moultrie said, bison don't kill. And Lagarde's laughing about something. I wish I knew what it was, but
bisons can and will kill you.
Anything that big can kill.
Anything territorial. This was during mating season.
Mating season. You know, those bison probably be over there like, I'm gonna get one of these motherfuckers one day. Don't they so taking these pictures and shit. You know what I mean? Walking around staring at me. All right, Bigfoot Unpacked, interdimensional lower primate, fictional character. That's what we own. The views expressed in today's pod are those of the host and guests and are not necessarily reflective of TATN or any affiliates. Furthermore, this pod is satirical commentary. All statements are jokes, opinions, and or exaggerations for entertainment and edutainment purposes only, not factual claims or allegations about any person, place, or event. Let's hop right to it, Brother Wordsmith. Where does the Bigfoot story actually originate?
Well, the core of the narrative comes from the indigenous in North America. A lot of stories and talks about that there. It's a couple of communities that Tashimikan and the Janalis communities recorded it.
Navajo used to talk about him a lot too.
Yeah. But this is in the mid 1800s that those groups were talking about it. And these stories are connected to a much older archetype of a wild man in Europe.
Correct. The wild man. The
Have
roots.
you seen any of those portraits with the Moors fighting and dominating the wild men?
You mean here in America?
No, it's not in America.
Oh, you talking about over in Europe?
Yeah, the Moors. Guess it's a representation of them
fighting the giants.
No, fighting wild men. It's like a white person with fur and a tail. It's literally like a white head.
Are these photographs?
No, there's not. They're portraits.
Depictions.
Yes, they're paintings.
Old school paintings.
From 1500s and 1300s.
Well, I thought you just meant like feral humans because there are those in the world too.
Yeah. But these portraits or whatever have tails and fur.
Yeah. Oh, man. versus the Moors, German tapestry. Yeah, I had to find it. The roots go way deeper than modern internet culture. Indigenous nations across the Pacific Northwest, like the Lumi, the Salish, and the Yakima, told stories of tall, hairy forest beings long before Bigfoot became a word. The modern wave hit in 1958 when loggers found massive footprints near Bluff Creek, California. That moment fused native lore, frontier myth, and media hype into the creature we still discuss today that you guys may look at as Bigfoot. So, Bigfoot, is Bigfoot real? I got a video here. We're going to play real fast. Man, damn. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. We rolling. You know, they're talking about putting up, we'll cover it next week, giant mirrors into outer space so they can have access to the sun's light and ruin your circadian rhythm. They're going to use it to power solar places, and they're destroying, they're hell-bent on destroying planet Earth. I think you know that. All right, this is from Wild Discovery. The video is entitled, "This is what Bigfoot really is." We're not going to play the whole thing.
A lot of people don't realize how much evidence was gathered at the scene. In fact, it's one of the places where more evidence is gathered than anywhere else in all Bigfoot history.
The footprint casts from the Patterson-Gimlin film site contain an anatomical...
Now, the Patterson-Gimlin film, we got to try to remind me to pull that one up. That's the famous Bigfoot film we've all seen. And science can't disprove it. So not only do you have that film, they went and found these huge footprints. That they see this man's hand right there.
Feature that no hoaxer in 1967 had the scientific knowledge to fake because the feature had no name. This is what Bigfoot really is. Damn. And Cliff Barackman has the proof. It is preserved in plaster. The footprints they don't show you. The Patterson-Gimlin film is the most analyzed footage in the history of cryptozoology. 58 seconds of a massive bipedal creature striding across a sandbar on October 20th, 1967. Filmed by Roger Patterson and witnessed by Bob Gimlin.
And the right and the left footprints were cast by Roger and Bob that day, October 20th, 1967.
The creature walks left to right, glances back toward the camera, and vanishes into the tree line. That footage has been debated for over half a century, but the film is only one fragment of what the site produced. The Patterson-Gimlin film location generated more physical evidence than almost any other site in Bigfoot research history. And it is that physical evidence, not the film, that builds the case no one can dismantle. After the creature disappeared, Patterson and Gimlin went to work on the sandbar. They poured plaster into two of the footprints, one right, one left. Those original casts survive today. Clean, detailed impressions of the bottom of a foot unlike anything in the human anatomical record. The right and left casts display the bilateral asymmetry expected of biological feet.
Roger and Bob poured plaster into the footprint, and that footprint is, of course, this one right here.
Subtle differences in toe positioning, in arch contour, in the distribution of weight-bearing surfaces that no symmetric mold or carved template would produce. Patterson then loaded a second reel of film and began shooting additional footage of the site, the tracks in the ground, the surrounding terrain. That second reel has since been lost, but a fragment...
Lost. The second reel has been lost?
Just a few seconds.
Sounds very suspicious.
Online.
Yeah.
In that fragment, several footprints are visible in the soil, one still filled with wet plaster. And what those impressions reveal changes everything. The foot that made them was flexing, bending through the midfoot in a way that no rigid prosthetic, no carved wooden stomper, no rubber appliance could replicate. In 1967, no one in the scientific community was discussing midfoot flexibility in bipedal primate locomotion. The concept had no name. No researcher was attempting to fake it because no one knew it existed as a diagnostic feature, and yet it is there.
Okay, we'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. Anything you want to comment on that we saw so far before I get to the next question?
There's some compelling evidence, about the flex of the foot. But someone could, I don't know how they would fake it, but could have thought of that to try to fake it. They act like it was dumb to think that, no one was thinking to fake that. Our foot flex when you walk.
Yeah. Right. But then how do you simulate that? That's because they're saying
how do you simulate the whole thing? Because shit, that they saying you can't simulate how that walks. So
right, they're saying that exactly that the way it flexed is different from like an ape would be, or like
completely
a
different
humans
from
would
an
be.
ape. It would be closer to a human's, but it's way bigger and a different stride.
Yeah.
The flex might be near the same point on ours as compared to theirs, but they ain't wearing no goddamn shoes.
Yeah, I mean, it could be done, but it's hella elaborate.
It's very too elaborate, like, because how do you train a person to walk like that?
And that was something else when I'm sure you saw some of the same stuff I was watching in the 90s, early 2000s. We was probably watching it together, and we used to watch those tabloid shows over there on L Street. Yeah, that's what they were saying when they try to have a human get in a monkey suit. That even people who track Bigfoot, the gait, nobody could simulate that. You'd have to be on stilts, and if you get on stilts, you can't get the flex in the foot that's what they're saying. You know what I mean? Like, what evidence do people use to argue Bigfoot is real? We were just kind of going through some.
Yeah. The largest one is eyewitness. Lots of casts, and there's been a lot of claims to have fur and scat and all that, but it tends to come up inconclusive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's really inconclusive or it just is because that's the narrative they want to keep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you hit it. Eyewitness accounts, physical traces, and artifacts. Physical traces include oversized footprints, hair samples, and odd tree structures. Some claim. Oh yeah. I
Oh
don't know if you
yeah, I
know.
forgot about that.
Yeah, I didn't know
breaking
about
of the
that,
trees.
Bro. Yeah.
They break trees, throw boulders.
And they set they set stuff up using the trees. Like, they create art, like structures.
I don't know them to be art like structures. I know they break,
not art. They create structures. I got video of it.
Yeah, I know they break motherfucking trees and shit, trying to intimidate motherfuckers get out of the area and make lots of sounds that don't sound enticing or inviting.
Yeah, no. People are finding stuff where you go hunting at, and they're like, this had to be set up. They're finding nests and everything by something with an opposable thumb. So hunters, hikers, outdoorsmen describe encounters with a tall, upright figure that doesn't match known wildlife. And then there's the infamous Patterson Gimlin footage, still debated frame by frame. None of it proves anything, but it keeps the conversation alive. So Patterson Gimlin. Let's pull that up. Karen, can you pull up the Patterson Gimlin film? Okay. 1967. I'm going to slow it down. Well, we'll play it in regular speed and then we'll slow it down. They said 15 minutes or however long they said it was. How long they say it was? Uh,
58 seconds.
Okay, that sounds right. All right, so here's one, 57 seconds. Okay, we're not getting the right view. Immersive. Okay. All right, so this is a world famous Patterson Gimlin film. Fair use. Why is it so bumpy?
Look like he's moving towards it or he sits it down. That's one of the problems with the film.
Right. Why would he film it this bumpy? There it is. Okay.
Right. Then that's where he sets it.
All right. Let's slow it down. Could be a very big guy.
They're claiming that we don't move like that, though. That's what they're claiming.
And all the witness accounts, they all say Bigfoot looks at them. And that's why the Navajos say don't look at it. Because they claim that two things. If you look at it, it could take over your mind, and also it could stalk you once it gets into your mind. They said these things could show up to your house. So you could be out in the woods in Illinois in the forest preserves and have an eye to eye with this thing, and all of a sudden it'll be popping up over there on the block.
Yeah, a lot of people say they came to their house. I ain't know nothing about the looking at it.
Well, that was a Navajo tale. You know, they had a lot of stories. Their history says they came through like pretty much a tunnel in the sky, and then they ended up underground, and then they came from underground, and they live on Earth now. That's their origin story. So it's like coming through a portal from another dimension into this dimension. That's how the Navajos say the Navajos originated.
Another dimension or another place.
Correct.
Don't have to be dimensions.
True. All right, so he looks at him and just walks away. Did you see it looks like it almost disappeared? There was a guy who was tracking him, professional trackers tracking oneself,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they
Can't
just
track 'em.
disappeared.
Yeah, you can't track them.
Yeah. Track just
stops.
Yes.
Be one last track and then they gone. Nothing.
Yes. See how it's glitching in and out like it's a matrix?
Yeah, and that's analog film.
And what's this? Why is he? What the fuck?
Still trying to get moved so he can get close, see some more. If he stayed where he was at, he would have been gone out of the frame.
Oh, okay. I never watched it this far through.
I've never seen this part.
Turn around, look back again. Stop moving.
Yeah, if this motherfucker keep moving towards the motherfucker.
I'm sure there's one where they stabilize it through the FBI. Let's put stabilize. Yeah.
But this started when he stabilized though. So
yeah,
he didn't. It didn't start at the beginning because remember he was moving and all of that.
Yeah.
It started right where he had set it down the first time. So just so you know,
Still
that.
looks more stable though.
Yeah.
See how it's almost like fading? They rewinded it to that part. Could just be a, like you said, analog glitch of the light.
He looks like he's walking through a shadow that I don't see until he walks through it.
Is that a man in a suit?
By the trees.
Let's face it, Self, there's a lot of shit we haven't discovered on this planet yet.
Well, yeah, or then you know, they want to let be known. Yeah, something there. But this is done from an analog. See, in the dark? Yeah. Oh, that might be that tree. That's that tree. The shadow from the tree. Okay. And then it pop over.
I wonder why they didn't show the whole, like you said, the whole thing.
Because it's too hard. You can't just stabilize that. It would look stable somewhat, but
when he was walking away, when dude had stabilized it himself,
he was moving so he could get a shot.
That's what I'm saying. And then
he would stop and be
like,
like,
huh. All right. What are the main theories about what Bigfoot actually is?
There are a few things. Could be a protector. They say he's a protector of the portals. Been stated, could be a wild, just an animal, but that doesn't make any sense.
They say he's smart.
Extremely. If he's a protector of a portal, then he is. And he stays away from humans, so yeah.
Lagarde said Navajo legend is the Candyman version of Bigfoot. I said the Boogeyman.
Yeah.
You remember you was a shorty. Don't let the Boogeyman go and get you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it seems like our ancestors, elders then, were told stories that they made sure we knew about. Don't be running off too far in the woods. The Boogeyman gonna get you.
Yeah, Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Sasquatch heavy in North America. All in Canada. In all the states except for Hawaii.
Well, have you heard the interdimensional theory, where Bigfoot isn't a physical creature, but something that slips between realities?
That's the one that is guarding the portals. Is interdimensional one. And it's like evidence for that, like, because they can't be tracked. And they're walking and then their tracks just stop.
And witnesses have said, I'm looking at it and it just disappears. One lady said, she called the rangers and she said it picked up her sheep, and that's the one they ended up tracking. She said it picked up her sheep, and then she said she watched it walking and it just disappeared. With the sheep. Now, you can move dimensions and bring things from the other dimensions with you?
Yeah. I mean, we're multidimensional, and we're not in the other dimension naked.
Yeah, that's becoming a bigger thing, that these are interdimensional beings. Second,
They also could be aliens. I mean,
well, yeah, the ET
we,
theory.
yeah, I mean, we've watched the movies with Predator. The motherfucker could just turn on a device to
Predator,
to,
Chewbacca.
to disappear. Now I'm talking about to be able to disappear.
Oh yeah, that was he had a cloaking device.
So,
But Chewbacca,
yeah, could definitely be
based on a Bigfoot type alien.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what we were just talking about, the undiscovered primate theory. So, I think you were mentioning last week what we got: Neanderthals. What's the other ones? The Asians are
Denisovian.
Yeah, and then what are the colors?
Oh man.
So, theory is that this is another branch of intelligent primate.
Also, they've in the genome, they say that there's a ghost DNA. There's a DNA from a group that's unidentified.
Meaning, when you say unidentified, meaning they haven't found any evidence of it in the physical reality?
Yes, they have no bones. Denisovan, they have a pinky bone and a part of a jawbone. Neanderthal, they got, quite a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, this fourth one, they don't have any evidence, no physical evidence of it. It's different. It's not part of what everything else is. They know.
So that would happen.
Identify.
That would have to be ET or an undiscovered primate.
Yeah, that's what it would have to be. And we know that from all the stories, they say that the Inky and Ilil, Anunnaki supposedly put some DNA in us or whatever. That is a theory, but it could be.
Yeah, the stories all over history about star people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Even in the Bible, they talk about the angels came down and were sleeping with
they came down from heaven.
The women.
Yeah.
And was making babies that became hybrids, and they were giants, but they were like evil, so to speak. The kids, I'm talking about the offspring of it.
Yeah, because of the flood.
Yeah, exactly. They were an abomination.
Because a lot of giants were man eaters.
Yes. And the story is, when they pass away, I'm talking about the offspring. When the offspring pass away, there was no place for their spirits, their souls to go. So many of them are in like a dimension here on Earth, and they like to get inside your body so they can experience their debauchery.
Right.
Sex, food. They love to eat, and gluttonous and sex.
Spirits.
Yeah.
That's why they call liquor spirits.
Mochi said, R.I.P. Lindsey Graham.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Lindsey. You know me. Once they pass away, it's all forgiven. But I ain't gonna argue with you either. All right. Yeah. So that undiscovered primate theory suggesting it's a relic hominid or large ape species that evolved in isolation. Third, the fictional character theory, arguing that Bigfoot is cultural creation, something humans use to explore our fear, wilderness, and mystery. Fictional character. It's all made up.
Asinine.
What I find funny is, even with this, just like with the so-called aliens and the spaceships and UFOs, UAPs, you have people of all so-called races. They live up in the sticks. They live off grid. They live throughout history. that
all
talk
over the
about
world.
all over the world that talk about certain things, and sophisticated man won't believe them until, we need a pilot or a Harvard historian to say, oh, I went out there and I discovered it.
That's asinine, man.
Asinine, bro. It is asinine, bro. And that's why people stop talking. I keep hearing so many people. I was watching a podcast. This lady was saying her and her son, she's an actor, her and her son witnessed something when she was younger, when they were younger. And she's doing a show now. I'll send you the link. A pod. She's got a pod. And she was like, she didn't feel comfortable coming out. But when she started seeing all these other reputable people, and I'm like, the conditioning, bro, the programming that we've been given is strong.
Columbus is a thing, bro. That's all you need to know.
Facts. People believe that.
Yes. So they believe that he discovered here and he never came here. He was never on mainland.
Yeah, he was in the West
America.
Indies somewhere, wasn't he?
Yeah. Never came here. And
thought he was in India. Didn't he think he was in India?
No, he knew where he was at. It wasn't no India. That was Hindustan when he was there. When he was here, okay. It was Hindustan.
Yeah.
So no, he didn't think he was in India. He knew he was in the West Indies. And that's where he was, in the West Indies. And he was calling them Indians.
Was he Portuguese?
He was Spanish. Christopher Colon. And melanated.
Swarthy?
Yeah, he was swarthy.
Let me see here. We got let's go back. No, it's not the right view, Karen. They tend to ding us less when we're in this view. Because we're reacting to it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Uh-oh.
It's satire anyway. We're having a good old time.
Good old times.
No researcher was attempting to fake it because no one knew it existed as a diagnostic feature. And yet it is there. They proved the impressions existed in a specific condition at a specific moment.
He stumbled across the footprints, and he took photographs of the footprints in the ground.
Days before any subsequent researcher touched them. In the chain of evidence, Laverty's photographs function as a forensic seal. Whatever the footprints showed on that Monday is what the creature left behind, unaltered by human hands.
Supposed to be families of them too. Women, children.
Yes.
And they say these things are brilliant.
There are people that claim that was kidnapped by him.
How'd they get away?
They let him go.
Yeah, they don't want to kill us.
They definitely didn't. Yeah, you said it was a family of them. It was I think it was a father, a mother, and two smaller ones.
But there's a theory when the people come up missing out on those excursions stuff, a lot of people blame it on Bigfoot.
Yeah, people are also blaming it on the aliens.
Aliens too, yeah.
Yeah, especially in the national parks. I was just watching something, and it was like, that's where Big Homie CC said that that when Truman made the agreement with the aliens about abduction, that they could take them from there.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Nobody would witness it.
Yeah.
9 days after Laverty's visit, researcher Bob Titmus located the film site. The trackway was still legible, the impressions deep enough and the substrate stable enough to retain detail after nearly 2 weeks. And Titmus made a decision that would redefine what this evidence could prove. He cast 10 footprints, not the 10 cleanest, not the 10 most photogenic. 10 prints, regardless of quality, messy, smudged, partial, pristine. If it was in the ground, plaster went into it. Most early Bigfoot researchers made the opposite choice. Cast the prettiest prints, the ones that gave the clearest picture of the foot's shape. That approach captures anatomy. It misses biomechanics. The clean prints tell you the shape of the foot. The messy prints tell you whether the foot is real. That's single. Methodological choice by Bob Titmus transformed the Patterson-Gimlin site from a curiosity
Titmus. I bet they had fun with that name when he was in junior high.
into a forensic goldmine. Because those 10 casts contain something a hoaxer in 1967 could not have engineered, and something no hoaxer since has been able to explain away. The anatomy of the impossible. A rigid fake can only make rigid impressions. Strap a carved wooden foot to a boot and walk through soft ground, and every impression will carry the same depth profile, the same pressure distribution, the same shape.
I'd like to get one of these things in a Bears uniform. Be that 3-tech we've been looking for.
Same foot, same track line, and what you see here is right in this area is a big jumbled mess.
The fake has no joints. It cannot flex.
There's that cone head too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the TV show called The Cone Heads.
Shoot, you got all of the Egyptians and some bunch of mummies that's got that extended head too.
And just some African tribes. We covered that on here. They shape their heads, from their baby and shape their heads into that long little cone.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing as the natural ones.
Yeah. But they're mimicking their
what
guys.
they saw. Yeah, they're mimicking what they saw.
Changes
yeah. Fact.
In soil density or terrain angle. Every step stamps out a carbon copy of the last. Walk 50 feet and pour plaster into every print. Line them up and they will be interchangeable.
That's him walking away. That's what I was looking
to changes in soil.
Stabilized version of this dude walking away. They got a little bit
density or terrain angle.
That's because
every step stamps out
a
carbon copy of the last. Walk 50 feet and pour plaster into every print. Line them up and they will be interchangeable. That is what fabrication looks like. A living foot does the opposite. It responds to the ground beneath it in real time. The angle of the step shifts. The weight transfers differently. The toes splay or curl. It bends. It folds. And when a flexible midfoot foot, created by the foot, clumped and separated rather than forming a clean ridge, comparison of the midfoot, and then lifts as weight transfers forward. Every step produces recognized immediately what they used of fabrication. Freeman's reputation invited dismissal. The physical evidence resists it. Moves through established territory on predictable seasonal patterns. A large primate inhabiting the Blue Mountains would be no different, moving through the same drainages year after year, leaving tracks at intervals several years later. Freeman would have needed to anticipate not only the mid-tarsal break itself, but the forefoot to heel variation ratio. None of them were designed to corroborate.
Yeah, I like to get a podiatrist on here.
The others. Consistent anatomical story. One thing, a large variation, a physical impossibility.
Yeah, they're having a Bigfoot fetish here. We get the idea. It's all about the foot. I mean, they went literal with it, didn't they?
Yeah, totally.
It's a whole video of the foot.
Bigfoot fetish.
Yeah. You know what I mean? All right, to each his own. Choose your mobile phone. All right, let's see here, Jim. I'm just so happy the power's back on, man. That shit's crazy, bro. Hottest day of the year. They was on that bullshit. All right.
Yes, y'all. Don't stop. Self Love Show rocks on. If you know the show, you know what time it is.
The Self Love Show. The Self Love Show. We do it for our people. The Self Love Show. It's the Self Love Show. It's the Self Love Show. To expose they don't equal. The Self Love Show. The Self Love Show. The Self Love Show. We wordsmith 9 mil. The Self Love Show. The Self Love Show. You know how the story goes. It's the Self Love Show.
And we have some amazing videos for you, edutainment.
It's the Self Luv Show. The Self Luv Show. The Self Luv Show. We do it for our
We're
people.
gonna get right back at you shortly.
The Self Luv Show. To expose they don't equal. The Self Luv Show. The Self Luv Show. The Self Luv Show. We wordsmith 9 nails.
Self Luv Show. The Self Luv Show. You know how the story goes with the Self Luv Show. And we'll be right back at you.
Moses fleeing the people from Pharaoh.
Right, let my people go.
40 years in a desert.
Manna.
Let's talk about what manna truly is. And
The Aganowski's in the Middle East right now saying manna is Peter.
can we put some sensibility to that? Being in the desert and our Father, the Creator, loves us beyond. He's going to rain down bread in a desert. Moses summoned the strongest men for them to dig, and that's where the whole term of so it is above, so it is what?
Below.
That means that Moses had the science for them to dig and find water.
Yeah, like the elephants can do.
So what do you find even in the desert when you dig down and find water? Do you find bread or do you find plants?
They're really criticizing science because I represent science.
Was some of my research, at USC. I did a survey. The question was, do you think that Jesus Christ was of African descent or European descent? Overwhelmingly, over 90-something% of the folks said African descent. I said, then do you think his ethnicity matters? They said, no, it doesn't matter. And I'm saying, it matters obviously to somebody.
It does.
Absolutely. And it matters to white supremacy. But whenever there's a book called The Color of Christ, the saga of race, I think in America, they track when, most people say, well, this is something out of Europe and, who was that? Michelangelo painted,
Yeah.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with why Jesus is white. Jesus is white because of America. Jesus is white because of white supremacy in the Klan. That's why Jesus is white. That's where that comes from. It didn't stick in Europe because they knew better.
Hey, Cleveland, you better hide the markers from your kids. Somebody colored in your Jesus.
Somebody colored in your ass with too much ass, fat ass.
No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant. They're ignorant. That's ignorant. They're ignorant. That's ignorant.
The charges I'm going to announce, please know this. The charges themselves are not evidence. Everyone that I'm going to describe today is presumed guilty until and unless they are proven guilt. Their guilt is proven by the government beyond a reasonable doubt.
My testicles, they like ease down and they put their hands right between my butt. Just pulled my drawers down and dug in my rectum.
The ringleader and now disgraced.
Things like that, do you think that the prison would benefit from him in a work capacity if he were sentenced to life without parole?
I say yes with my experience, not only just in classification, but as former. He's someone that's young, he's healthy. In reality, we need that labor, we need that sweat equity, and we will put him out there to work because we do have an aging prison population, jail administration, we have that. So we put these young individuals to work and get some sweat equity out of them since they are...
That even the local news is ultimately both written for and controlled by a unified source, regardless of the network. Just watch this clip and you'll see how bad it really is.
Plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media.
The sharing of biased and false news
has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think, and this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Yeah, I mean, anything's
possible. Thank God we recovered his DNA and be able to plant it on the scene. Thank God we recovered his DNA and be able to plant it on the scene And I understand they're opening up different cold cases now to see if they can identify possibly his DNA linked to other crimes.
You're asking me to warn you about an enforcement action being taken by another agency before it happens?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Why not?
That would be obstruction of justice. You may want to talk to the city attorney.
Air quotes expert.
We are, as they say, tangled in our anchor chain. Our financial systems are decades old. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions.
Man, I thank you guys for inviting me on. Thank you. Great format, very solid. You know, it don't have that low budget movie feel. You know what I'm saying? And we get that a lot in the Black community, for real.
Yeah.
Like people look at us to be fuck ups. They look at us to be low budget. They look at us to be ignorant, stuttering, and use a whole bunch of and all of that. But no, they got the real deal on here. That everybody know who Torian Mills is, baby. They know.
Hey, well, bro.
They're so ignorant.
Ignorant.
So
Hey, but this platform's your platform. This platform's my platform. From Inglewood, California to
the
Chicago,
South Shore.
Crazy thing about it.
This platform is
made for you and me.
It's made for you.
The crazy
and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. I was trying to get out the end of the preamble, but go ahead, bro.
Yo. Y'all know how the game go. It's the Self Love Show. We're back. And we are on one.
It's the Self Love Show. The Self Love
Bigfoot.
The Self Love Show. We do it for our
The real?
people. The Self Love Show. It's the Self Love Show. It's the Self Love Show.
Imaginary, interdimensional, alien. Or actual being on this plane. Got a lot more to get through. A lot more to get through. So.
Thanks. The views expressed in today's pod are those of the host and guests and are not necessarily reflective of any affiliates or TATN. Furthermore, this pod is satirical commentary. All statements are jokes, opinions, or exaggerations for entertainment and edutainment, not factual claims or allegations about any person, place, or event. Get Fox out, you twat. All right. This ain't that network. Okay, if Bigfoot is real, what kind of behavior do people claim it shows, Self, from personal anecdotes?
Well, there's a number of things. I assume if you're getting too close to it, young or something, you're going to get some rocks thrown, some branches and not even trees broken. It's going to be branches. They would break the tree off at about 6, 7, 8 feet. Like, damn. They got this scrawl. Like, otherwise, they avoid you. They go about their business. As far as we know, anyway, because I guess if they attacked anybody, they, wouldn't be no witness telling us about it anyway. There's somebody missing.
Yeah, man. Some people say they catch them rummaging through the trash, like they like bears. Like our trash, bro, is like gourmet to them. You come from another dimension, maybe if that's how you come from, and you can get some. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go to another dimension, so you might be eating their trash, and you're like, man, this is better than filet fucking mignon.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm not sure how you find that out. Go to the dimension and be like, oh, well, I guess you get hungry enough, you know.
Yeah, I mean, right? I know what you're saying. You just smell it. So whatever they're discarding, so you'll probably be like, all right, well, yeah. I mean, good point. Witnesses describe a creature that avoids direct contact, moves quietly despite its size, watches humans from a distance instead of attacking. Reports mention tree knocks, rock throws, and low vocalizations, signals some believe are communication or warnings. Others say Bigfoot travels in small family groups and follow game trails like deer and elk. None of this is verified by big science, but the consistency across stories is what keeps researchers intrigued.
Yeah, man, it's something because all these people ain't lying. They ain't all delusional.
And they're not all watching Fox.
Yeah, most of them ain't watching Fox.
This is what I was telling you about these structures, Sasquatch structures. Now, these could be hoaxes, but let me see.
Those look like survivor structures.
They have one.
It must be much bigger though. I would think that would be have to be.
Yeah, they have one where all of the branches were pointing due north, perfectly due north. My man pulled out his, compass. Like, okay, you see this one on the left here, where I don't know what kind of survival structure that would be.
Yeah, you put some topping over that, and you got the structure. You should.
You mean put some canvas or something over it?
Yeah. And take it when you leave. But I'm not saying that's what this is. But some of these look much more complicated.
Like this one here, this guy is standing in front of. I mean, he could have built it.
Yeah. He had a group of people could have built it and took the picture, but that don't necessarily mean that's what happened. So I'm not
discounting it. Like, look at this one. But I guess that one could be to protect you from bears and stuff while you're laying out there. To protect you from the wildlife.
Yeah.
Those sticks and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But these are the types evidence they're finding. This one over here on the left. It's just like you take this is the one. I think these two branches are pointing due north. Like you're just taking the time to build nonsense in the forest. Here's one of the bent trees. This could have been done by nature.
Could have been done by an animal too, shit. Yeah.
I saw a picture of a baby, quote unquote, Bigfoot on top of climbed up like a dead tree. And then everyone's going to say, oh, it was just a monkey. But they were saying that as far as we know, there's no monkeys. Like people do have pets though, and they get away, but.
Yeah. Monkeys don't look like full-length humans. Chimpanzees don't.
No.
I mean, apes don't.
Why they got the pot belly though? Is an older Bigfoot?
It's just some fucking
rendering.
Yeah.
All that walking and stuff they do.
It's just some clown. Like Neanderthals was dumb until they found out they were white people.
Mm-hmm. Sasquatch tree scriptures. Okay, I got caught up in that. I did have another picture I'm gonna show you. Okay. How much of the Bigfoot conversation is hoaxes or misidentifying animals?
Well, if you ask like Chat GTP or one of those AIs, it's gonna say about 80 to 90%.
So that leaves 10 to 20%.
Yeah.
Inexplicable.
Yes, unexplainable. Period.
Yeah. Which is a huge number.
Yeah. That's 20 out of 100. 10 to 20 out of 100.
Yeah, I don't know how to quantify that. Some famous sightings, but this could be the spooks doing this to make people say, oh yeah, it's all a hoax. Some famous sightings turned out to be people in costumes, manipulated footprints, or edited footage. So if I wanted to hide something and make everybody on campus think this is bullshit, I'd go out and plant fake evidence and then be able to come out and prove, I'd tell a GDI lie about this and that, and then we're going to discredit you.
Same shit with the alien shit.
Yes.
Same shit as what we covered last week.
Yes.
Put out some bullshit and then say, hey, see this bullshit? This is what that is. It's all like
this is what all the bullshit is this.
It's all the same. It's all together.
We weren't doing cocaine. It was all this powder like this. It was all powder. You know what I mean? Baby powder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they were all doing it. We were just there. And I don't know what that was. Cocaine, baby powder. I thought we were shooting a film. I thought it was props.
Yeah, it's all props.
I didn't partake.
That's right. And I didn't inhale. But even with the hoaxes in the mix, there are still thousands of reports that don't fit clearly into any known animal behavior. That tension between fake and unexplained is part of the legend's view. This is why it keeps going.
Yeah, and there are so many sightings every year, every month.
So it's continuous.
Yes. And it's cyclical too, because there are times when in Canada they see them as a period of time, and then it's a period of time they see them going through the Americas.
So they're nomadic and they're probably still living the way that man should be living today.
It's very possible that is the case. It's also possible that they're interdimensional and they pop up in different areas at different times.
In different portals.
Yeah.
All right. You mentioned the sound of the Sasquatch.
Oh, yeah.
So this is from Cryptic Encounters. 5 best Bigfoot vocalizations you have to hear. Fair use. And I've been camping.
I heard that one before.
Correct. And you go in front of all the animal scientists, they have no idea what this is.
Yeah, it's Bigfoot. Whoop, whoop.
So then they say, yeah, it's like Pookie. Woo, woo, shoo. Tell you 12 is coming. But, right, Self. But then they'll tell you, well, they just put a big speaker out there with some sound effects. It's possible. Some jackass could go out there with a speaker and sound effects just to play a prank on.
These were in two different places. So I mean, these motherfuckers are traveling around with this speaker.
Right.
There's
Not
5
knowing if
different-
anyone's out there who can hear it. Just fuck it.
Yeah, there's 5 different places where people happen to be recording that they got their speaker system set up.
Some of the stuff skeptics say is more far-fetched than what the alleged witness is trying to get me to believe.
Yes, all of them. I mean, not all of them, because some of them, there are some true skeptics that are, but there are some people that's just sent out there to be skeptical about anything that's going to be said because they're
You'll see some shit there be like, those are balloons. Oh, yeah, those are balloons. Like, no way in hell.
Yeah, you know, some complete and total madness.
Wish I had thought of this on the yard. That would have been my animal call self. What the fuck is that?
Man. There's a whoop.
That rock sound like the older one. Or the one in charge. I mean, this would freak you out if you're in the middle of the woods and you're hearing those branches breaking and rap.
And you know, they sitting at a campfire. You could hear the wood popping.
Yeah.
In the hell yeah, that would be like, oh shit, what the fuck?
Yeah, and your little side shooter, your little pistol ain't gonna stop this from breaking your neck.
He don't even want to break your neck. He wants you to move the fuck around.
Right. They trying to hunt and do other shit and you fucking it all up. Wow.
Yeah, they're going to tree knocking.
Mm-hmm.
West Virginia.
Those dogs know it ain't right.
Yeah. Canada. God damn.
Oh, yeah, I'm up.
Yeah.
If I hear that, I'm packing. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds alien.
Mm-hmm.
Predator.
That's saying motherfucker move around. Immediately. Good shit.
And I heard some, I didn't put it on here, but it really sounded like they were like talking, but it was a whole nother language. And they had a linguist, talking about.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So we can see this similarly. It seems like there's some back and forth in the communication.
Yes.
And it was from a long way. And you see people that truly try to investigate this stuff, they go out there and try to mimic that. They go out there and hit trees with logs and shit. And sometimes they get returns.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
It's communicado, and they'll sometimes they'll do some vocalizations, and sometimes they'll get a return. It's crazy. Now I know that that's TV, and they could be that could all be set up or what have you.
Could be.
Yeah, but I don't think so. Not all of it.
So you think you kind of indicated earlier. Why do you think the Bigfoot lore keeps coming back up no matter how much time passes?
Because there's sightings all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of cyclical for the places where they at. So it's a time of year that they can expect to kind of see some shit. But still, almost all of the people that's there won't believe it.
And the fact that
something you got to see yourself to truly,
you got to experience it, yeah.
Yeah.
But the fact that we're programmed, it's not programmed in us enough that we haven't discovered most of the shit on this planet. See, we think, there's a small percentage of stuff that hasn't been cataloged yet.
Yeah,
I have reason to believe, that it's a majority of it that we haven't cataloged
Of
yet.
course. I mean, they find new shit every day.
Yes.
Every day they identify some new species or
Yes.
something of something. Every day. And it can't even begin to deal with the ocean or the Great Lakes for that matter.
And I think they said only 20%, I think the number was less, of North America has been
surveyed.
There's 80% of North America where we haven't even been.
Oh yeah,
you know, up
Alaska,
in Canada, there's all this wild.
Yeah, and Alaska, and Canada goes up into
yes,
Russia or whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of shit. Texas,
yes,
there, yeah, Washington State,
yes,
all these those huge, all of them huge forests.
We haven't mapped all that shit.
No, ain't nobody been through all that.
But they kind of make you think they did, telling you stories about Davy Crockett and all these other people. We ain't been there.
None of them been there. Shit. Them people ain't even been here long enough to tell us any fucking thing.
Correct.
That's the problem. That's the problem. They didn't wrote his story, and it ain't got shit to do with what happened. I mean, nothing.
Davy Crockett, king of New Frontier, New Frontier.
New World.
New World Order.
This is the old world. I don't care what none of them motherfuckers say.
Why hasn't science, we're talking big science, confirmed Bigfoot if so many people believe in it?
Well, if you can't see, hear, feel, taste, or smell, then they don't believe it. Science don't.
I'm glad you said smell, because people say Bigfoot stinks.
Like a motherfucker.
Some of it says it smells like a wet dog. Other people say it just stinks. Yeah, like, yeah.
Musk, funk. Like,
yeah.
Like they knew that motherfucker was there before they saw it.
It has to really stink for a human olfactory to be able to pick up on it.
Yeah.
Because we smell certain things better, like that sulfur smell. We smell certain things really good. But other things we're not aware of it.
No.
What's that gas that kills you? You go in there in the garage and you put that
carbon
monoxide. We can't smell that.
Dioxide. Is it monoxide? Dioxide.
Carbon monoxide. Monoxide.
Okay.
We can't smell carbon dioxide either.
No.
And that'll kill you too if it's not oxygenated enough. Yeah, that's what you get the carbon monoxide detector
out of the car.
Yeah, exactly. You're supposed to have them in your house. Remember, it was a big thing, so big corporate could get paid. They don't talk about it much anymore. Remember, everybody was dying. It was all in the news.
If you are what's the name? If you have tenants that are Section 8 shit, they talking about it. Yeah, you can fail an inspection on it.
Oh yeah, you gotta have that.
Yeah, shit.
I'm saying they're not talking about people dying from it like it was before they mandated everybody. Just like before you had mandatory auto insurance, everybody was dying in car crashes. Before your Asian hate bill, all the Asians was getting beat up by big black guys, and you don't hear about it no more. Before the seatbelt law, everybody was going through the windshield.
Tamper seals.
Yeah,
people died from Tylenol.
Yep,
that's all it took.
Yeah. It makes you wonder what's going on here. This might be the video. Fair use.
The first time I ever heard anything was later in '71. I came back up with the guys and stove here then. And as soon as it starts getting dark, we'd go in. Sometimes you might hear a grunt or a whoop or a big
This missing 411. Some of these people are hunting Bigfoot.
blowing sound or something like that, and that's when you know you want to get inside the shelter because you still don't know what you're dealing with.
Look at these trees, so. I mean, they could have done it easily.
Whatever it is big. Very, very big. We all go inside, close the shelter door, and that's a log that we put between these trees, and then we'd strap it inside a cable. And then they would start making their sounds.
Oh, yeah, they
that
did.
was in '71 when I first started hearing them, and we started recording them.
That shit's coming.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Well, you're not saying it, but you said conceivably it could be other people mimicking, but the other one don't sound like that. The one that's far away, the man is mimicking it, but he ain't sounding like exactly like the other one.
Nowhere near, really.
Nowhere near.
It's a frequency that I'm not sure that. I mean, an amazing 5-octave, 8-octave singer or whatever can do that.
There's two of them across the creek at the big rocks.
So you hear that? It's like that motherfucker was talking. Or trying to mimic human. So
It's
this is
definitely communication. So
yeah, by an electrical engineer. There's more than one creature recorded. The formant frequencies found were clearly lower than human, and the distribution does not indicate that they were a product of human vocalizations or speed alteration. It also concluded that the tape shows no indication of being pre-recorded or re-recorded. And the estimated height was 7'3" to 8 foot. Sound like he's trying to talk, don't he?
Yeah. He is talking.
He is. Could be a dead language like the Babylonians used to speak or Sumerians.
Yeah. Whatever it is.
Hieroglyphs.
Much different than that whoop, whoop.
And
that's
Yeah, right. You hear that, and then you hear somebody. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Now, they said these was close to each other though, but that whoop whoop is usually long range.
Correct. Maybe that's just
Close.
they call how they find each other, how they get their
by locate.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Claim their territory.
We were all talking about maybe having to shoot our way out. You're just sitting there, all of you are kind of petrified. You're just waiting for the walls to break open and something reach in there and grab you and hold you up, and waiting for the light to break in the cracks of the walls, and it never happened. That's the strange part, because you hear it over there, but you don't see it over there. As time went on, 72, the same thing. Whatever it was, we thought might be trying to scare us out. Maybe this is their territory.
You dumb motherfuckers keep going back.
We don't know. We can only guess at why they were doing what they were doing, and but they were observing us. That's for sure.
Although the hunters were able to record audio, they're never able to get an image. Pink people, vis-a-vis white folks, they appear to be more anxious, and they talk about fear a lot.
Well, racism is fear-based.
Mm-hmm. Everything. The Chinese are going to figure it out before us and blow us up. Everything.
Well, that's a projection too, because they are the worst.
Yeah.
Most violent.
Trump said it.
Huh?
Trump said it.
Well, I mean, I don't care if he said it. No, I don't.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. They was talking to him. He's like, yeah. He's like, America's done terrible things. This is when he was running for office.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about the pink people.
Yeah,
he's including that, not America.
Yeah,
the pink race all over. It's no. And most of the so-called white.
The bots must be.
Time.
The bots must be on our ass because either I'm breaking up or you breaking up. Repeat that.
I said, they have been on our ass for a very long time, and it's been for lack of a better. I said it much better before, but if I break it up, I'll break it up.
Yeah, I don't know if it was you or me. They came in and started fucking with the stream.
Yeah,
doesn't surprise
me either.
Oh,
especially when they get on their ass.
Yeah, we get on their ass and then they start that bullshit. Science though. Why hasn't science confirmed Bigfoot if so many people believe in it?
Well, I said the initial thing that they don't no physical evidence.
Mm-hmm.
And any physical evidence gets dismissed and put as something else, like human hair or animal hair or whatever,
As we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. Remember that? It was just programming it.
Yep, the main witch.
Who was that? Cindy Lauper? Who was that?
Oh, that was Cindy Lauper.
Was that Madonna? No, you might be right.
I was thinking it was Madonna, but
I think you're right. That is Madonna.
Okay.
That is Madonna. Material. But I was going to flip it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We are living in a spiritual world. You know what I'm saying? I got to get a shorty to sing it. Yeah, but science needs proof, like you said, bones, DNA, a body. They need Bigfoot to walk up to their door, Neil deGrasse Tyson, and slap the shit out of him.
And he still wouldn't believe.
Bigfoot, ooh.
His spirit would be looking at his dead body like, that didn't just happen. Okay. The science says that can't happen. And there's no being in any way, shape, and form that can do that.
And I shouldn't exist right now.
Yeah,
They said
it's no way it exists right now because it's after when you die, that's it.
Okay, so a body, they need a living specimen. That's what Neil deGrasse is talking about. He wants to see the alien. None of that has been verified. Most evidence is anecdotal, blurry, or impossible to replicate. Science. They need you. They need to be able to replicate it too. So, like if I slap Neil deGrasse Tyson, for them to believe that that happened, you got to be able to show up and slap the shit out of him too.
Well, I like that.
Yeah,
very much.
Let's do that science, Neil deGrasse.
Because science means to know, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you don't know shit.
We should start a
Because
GoFundMe.
you think you know everything. That's the reason why I think you don't know shit, because you think you know everything.
Start a GoFundMe. All the proceeds go to Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Never in this lifetime.
No, I mean, we take out our traveling expenses and then we reach out to him in his inbox and say, we've raised X amount of dollars to slap the shit out of you, and all the money is yours, less our cost and expenses.
I don't know. That's tempting.
Isn't that tempting?
But no, we do it. No, I'm not giving that motherfucker any money. Fuck him.
Yeah, man, I'm interested in seeing how many people would donate for the project.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. You know, all the money goes back to him if Neil doesn't agree to sign all the proper releases. You know what I mean? And agree to go through with it. And
No,
we'd be
it
like,
goes to the Self Love Show. All the money goes to the Self Love
yeah.
Show.
All right. I like that too. All right.
So if he doesn't do what we need him to, we don't
Yeah.
give him anything,
Yeah.
and the money comes to the Self Love Show.
All right, that
I
works.
like that. Yeah.
All right. But yeah, we could do that. People would still donate.
Yeah.
They wouldn't get as much, but they'd be out there.
Well,
But
no,
believe
we don't have to tell them anything. We're telling them they donating for us to slap the shit out of that dude. That's all.
Yeah, but if we don't do it, you don't want to be seen as a scam.
No. It'll be in there. It'll be like, if this does not occur, he does not. You're gonna put the show money into the Self.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
It's got to be in there.
Yeah, you wouldn't get as
Yeah.
much money as if you said if Neil deGrasse doesn't agree to it, all of the funds.
We're not gonna say nothing about that. This is fine print. This to slap the Neil deGrasse Tyson shit.
Yeah, we don't want to be scamming. All right. But belief thrives people. We don't want to be
I'm not
finessing.
sure how many people go pay for him to get slapped anyway. They seem to love him because he's
Well, that's the
on
whole point.
every fucking thing.
The whole point is determine how many people are willing to put up money to slap the shit out of Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'll tell you who would give money. Terrence Howard. I bet Terrence Howard put up money.
Yeah, I mean, he should.
Yeah. We go viral. We might get one person that, and then it does put it in Neil's the ball in your court. Bro, we raised $1 million to slap the shit out of you. Are you telling me? Are you and Self, he has no idea what's coming. That greater beta slap. Oh. We gotta have paramedics nearby.
How old is he?
Too old.
He's gonna need to sign a waiver.
If he's never been, whichever one of us slaps him, he's gonna be unconscious.
Both of us need to slap
simultaneously.
Well, I don't know. If
I'll just let you do it. It'll be fine.
If we knock him out, it's okay.
No, it'll be fine. I'll have you Sigma slap him. And I'll be the one filming it for Cam. And yeah, you have to sign releases. We'd have to have a paramedic there. We'd have to have a guy sending it clear. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, we gotta have a defibrillator there because they might need to bring him back.
Yeah, he's gonna die. We can't.
Say, how old is he? We can't do that.
Yeah, we can't do it.
He's too old. Yeah,
he's too old, and he knows it. All right, let's get off that. Belief thrives. People trust their own experiences more than lab results. When someone says, "I know what I saw," that conviction becomes its own kind of data. Science wants certainty. Human often settle for impact.
Yeah,
I know what I saw.
Yeah. Period. I know what I saw when I saw the ship when I was on 57 coming back from Mississippi.
You know what you saw.
Yeah. And can't nobody tell me
Nothing about
Yeah.
that.
You know what you saw. And it's not like you look up in the sky and you see shit all the time, or you can't tell a balloon from a helicopter or a fucking airplane.
Yeah, or a craft that's flying along the side there.
Yeah. Then they say, well, was you drinking or was you high? I'm drinking, I'm high all the time. What's that got to do with anything? I'm not seeing shit all day, every day.
Yeah, I wasn't though. I was with Sherry and the little people. So
Did they see it?
No way I was drinking. Nah, they were asleep.
And it'd be that quick too. People don't understand. And they'd be like, why you ain't get video? By the time you pull over or do all the shit be elusive 9 times out of 10.
Most time, if they allow themselves to be seen, they know you can't get no film.
Don't they?
Picture.
They know you can't get to it. Yep. Yep.
Like,
yep.
And there's that it's your light body. Like the orbs and all that.
Mm-hmm.
People that can call orbs, they can call them because they can call themselves to be there or whatever.
Yeah. I called them at Ancestral Echoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you can call them and they'll come.
Yeah.
And they are somewhere else. They're not even in the orbs.
Why do so many Bigfoot sightings? I believe this is the last one before we get to our conclusion question. So this is the next to last. Why do so many Bigfoot sightings happen at night or in low light conditions, do you think?
Nocturnal beings is one thing that could be the case. Although the Zapruder, whatever that film was, is
Zapruder?
Like no, Zapruder is the
Kennedy.
JFK. Yeah.
Oh, you mean the Grim, whatever we just looked at?
Yeah. That's what it's a computer, but it was like, oh, I know that's not right. Yeah, that film was in the day. There's some daylight. Actually, there are quite a few daylights. I've seen a lot of daylights, but I don't know if they're hoax or whatever. But could be a nocturnal animal. Could be.
It is. That's what they say it is.
That they are also. They don't want encounters with humans.
And maybe they're cloaking when they're around
humans
during the daytime.
I do mean humans. Yeah, we're man and human.
Oh yeah, they see who's chopping down all the trees and shit and killing everything.
Yeah, so yeah, they stay the fuck away from them.
Yeah, and they could be cloaking during the day when they are moving around during the day. Lagarde said it's hard to believe there are still credible Bigfoot sightings without clear footage in the smartphone era.
I would say go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, go down the rabbit hole.
I've seen a lot that we haven't shown. I've seen a lot where it's a motherfucker standing there, and it's very clear they're behind a tree and peeking out like, but it's very clear they're very, very big and it's very, very clear.
And what Tori said, also, sometimes they don't want to be shot. Like they know who's got the camera out and who's filming them. And when you see something that's so mind-blowing, it takes a very
turn on your thinking mind to be able to say, oh, fuck.
Yeah, let me get footage, because nobody's gonna believe me. They're gonna think I'm crazy. You're experiencing it. Right? So Lagarde, it's like when you're on a nice vacation or you're out at a nice dinner on a nice dinner date, it's the difference between really sitting there and experiencing and enjoying it as opposed to saying, oh, I'm going to film this and post it on social media. And Self, people do try to film it frequently.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's distorted as fuck.
Yeah, because they're rushing and trying to...
Or there's something being done. I was watching something on it and I had the same thing in my phone. Yeah. Self, when I tried to film something the other day, and the shit that came, I could pull it up and show. And then I was watching on the internet, they said somebody showed the exact distortion. I was trying to shoot, and it was the exact distortion that came up in my phone, bro. And my phone is never done that before.
Yeah, it's probably part of the phone though.
At this point, yep. They put a block in there. Yeah. Yeah. At this point.
Because I know I've been trying to do some shit. And I'm like, it won't focus. It
Yes.
won't focus. And I'm trying to do something basic, like take a picture of some words or something, and it won't focus. So, you're trying to get something supernatural that usually shuts down technology anyway.
Facts. And many outdoor activities, camping, hunting, late night driving, put people in remote areas like Tori's late night driving after sunset, increasing the chance of seeing something strange. Whether it's a real creature or misread silhouette, nighttime is where your imagination and instinct tend to collide. And Lagarde said, fear equals money for pink folk.
Oh, period.
They profiting off of that.
Upon facts, upon facts, upon facts. You know what? We might need to have LaGrady on soon again.
Lagarde, not LaGrady. That's your dyslexia.
McGrady. I wish we could get McGrady on, but LaGarde. That is my dyslexia.
Yeah, we gotta get LaGarde back. Cover something outside of his profession because he seems like he's in a rabbit hole.
LaGrady.
All right, we got one more, and then we're gonna go to the last thing. And you mentioned everybody wants evidence. Now, this wacky, he's not a scientist himself, but he did go to big science. He's wacky. He looks wacky. He looks like he stank. Why should I believe him as opposed to somebody in a business suit in a shirt and tie on who enslaved me, allegedly?
All right, everybody, if you are listening and not paying very close attention to the show,
this jackass is going to watch how he makes fun out of it.
Now is the time to just take a break and stare at your screens. Strap in. The legend of Bigfoot is huge throughout our area. The state ranks, Michigan does, among the top in the nation for...
See, there's Illinois. These are the top ranks, so.
Yeah.
470 in Cali. What's up that way up there? What is that?
Washington
State?
Yeah, up top to the left.
Because Oregon is in the middle, and then Washington right there.
Yeah, Washington State and California.
And what's that 335? What state is that? What state is that?
What?
No, Iowa's to the west. Michigan is right. That's Indiana right next to us. So 335 is Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan.
No, Michigan, we share a lake with 227 is Michigan. That's Michigan. We share a lake. It's got to be.
Yeah.
What is this? And that's Florida.
I'm not sure.
East of Illinois is Indiana. I would think that's Michigan too. But we share the lake. The other side of the lake is Michigan. We all know that.
Ohio. It's got to be Ohio.
Ah, there you go. Good
Has
save.
to be.
Good
Because
save.
then the other lake up there, and that's all the Great Lakes.
Good save.
Gotta be.
And there's creatures allegedly traveling the Great Lake system.
Yeah, and those are highly American Indian areas. Every one of those, Washington State, California, Illinois, Michigan, Ohio, and Florida.
And you know how great the fishing was before the pink man came over here and ruined everything? And they wouldn't overfish either, Self.
No, you have to. You had farms, you had everything.
Yeah. And they would throw the little ones back in. Self, they were probably just casting that line and getting a salmon like it was nothing.
I mean, during certain parts of the year, this shit, you can just, when they come to spawn or whatever, you can just grab them out the goddamn water. So they probably because, they all spawn, they come there, they spawn,
right.
They procreate and die.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you can just grab them.
That's
you know
a good
what I mean?
point.
You got to really fish. That's coming.
That's a good point. And if it's wintertime up here, you can freeze them.
Yeah, they freeze dried and hung dry even during the all year.
All season.
Yeah, they always had fish not just salmon, because it was other times of the year they get all kinds of fish. They feed the dogs and all of that. Yeah, it's.
So you got state of Washington, number one, 732. Cali is a huge state, so it figures that
Yes.
it's going to have 470. Florida is another huge state, 348. And Illinois, no, you said Ohio is 4.
Ohio, yeah.
Illinois is 5th.
Yeah.
Out of Bigfoot sightings.
What year is this? Because it fluctuates.
Right.
But Washington State is always gonna have the most. That's in Canada, basically.
Because it's basically Canada.
Yeah. And Michigan.
too.
Yeah.
What's this up here that's red? They're not.
That's
wait a second here. What's right above us? Or Illinois?
Wisconsin.
Damn, good save. Okay, so that's the cheeseheads. And then above that's got to be Canada.
Yeah, it's got to be. I was thinking Minnesota, but
or maybe it's part of Michigan.
It's part of Michigan, and that's part of Michigan.
Yeah,
that's part of Michigan.
Yeah,
and that makes sense. That it's that might be why Wisconsin don't have all them sightings, because that part right there looks like it's bordering Canada, and it's a whole lot in Canada.
So is there a portal in Illinois? Like, how are they getting to Illinois? Are they swimming across Lake Michigan so they would come from Canada, get around here through Michigan, and then are they swimming to Illinois? How are they getting there?
They're coming through Indiana. They're just not being seen. Or we don't know. We truly don't know if it's 299 sightings in Indiana.
Or we don't know, and we don't know what the origin is.
Or no 200, because 220, whatever that is, 225. Because they're only showing what they show.
Good point.
We don't know what they cut off was.
You don't know what the number is in Indiana. Good
point. Any other place.
Good point.
They ain't show it.
Good point. Yeah, it could be 220.
Yeah.
Reported Bigfoot sightings with more than 220 encounters listed in the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization database. Yes, that's a thing. Most of those reports come from the UP and the northern lower peninsula. And now a man known simply as Snake the Bigfoot Hunter claims he has found what he believes is the first scientific
proof. They always say, why don't you have a body, right? Here's what happens when somebody presents a body. We're going to play the video, and we're going to show you what big science does. And what's that place that stores all of the history, but they steal it and you never see it again? Smithsonian.
Yeah. Period.
Yeah. So, and
Smithsonian, Vatican.
Both. And then, people who live in nature say any being, human or whatever, if you leave it out there in the wild forest and you don't bury it and like that, after some time, if you die in these thick forests like this, every part of your body, including the bones, would be gone within months.
At least from the area. At the very least, from that area where you were laid at.
Be spread out. Grass is going to grow over you. Your worms are going to get to you. Some animals come eat the bones to get the marrow out. Like,
some take the bones off and go where they're going to go. You're not going to be there.
No.
Might be some part of you that's buried, and it would be buried because you will fertilize the ground too. So you can't get around that.
Scientifically verified Bigfoot specimen, a claim that has both drawn attention and skepticism. So he is sharing his story.
See the picture in front of it. There's your picture, Self.
Damn.
Yeah, you see him?
Yeah, damn.
Right? Okay, but just go on.
A new book and taking the exhibit on tour. So, to get to the bottom of all this, we have Snake the Bigfoot Hunter himself.
Snake the Bigfoot Hunter. The wacky conspiracy theorist. Look at him.
He definitely looks like this is some shady shit.
Yeah, but you can't judge a man by his appearance.
No, you can't, but I mean, we're programmed to.
We
That's the
are.
issue. So
I mean, yeah, he does, and he looks like he's stank.
To talk about this discovery
like
and the
what's the bounty hunter motherfucker?
Dog the bounty hunter.
Yeah, that's what he reminds me of.
You on that map, ain't you? You just need to get your life together and stop hanging out with them Negroes.
And then he doing that satanic.
Yeah, bro, you gotta stop hanging out. He got the upside down cross right there in his hand.
Okay.
Well,
oh no, on his hand, yeah, tatted on.
But it ain't upside down. Well, when he does that satanic thing, it's upside down. So maybe that's how he wanted it. But if his hand is normal, the cross isn't upside down. But if he's gonna do this,
yeah, I mean, you gotta do this. You know, I don't. Yeah.
All right, let's go on.
Evidence that you say supported. All right, now is your chance. What have you found, and why is it real?
This is after doing a DNA test at Cornell Veterinary Bio-DNA Lab, we found that this is 58.5% Neanderthal / Denisovan, which is European Neanderthal mixing with
the Asians and the Azenakis.
Asian Neanderthal, and then this 41.5% remaining, that is human. So what we have is a Neanderthal human hybrid.
Let's go back to the figures.
Neanderthal, and then Denisovan, which is 58.5% Neanderthal / Denisovan, which is European Neanderthal.
What percentage of Denisovan and Neanderthal is it? He just lumped them together.
Yeah, he should say it because if they did the DNA based on the genome,
they gave him those figures.
No, I'm saying based on the genome, like. White people are more Neanderthal. Asian people are more Denisovan, whatever I can't say it right.
Denisovan.
Denisovan, yeah. And he's saying some nonsense. Because it's saying that it's made up of white and Asian people, Neanderthal and Denisovan. This you got it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, but it's made up of that. Like those populations have to that. Well, maybe not. Maybe not.
Right.
Maybe not.
Yeah, they didn't consider those populations human.
Right, but I'm just saying Neanderthal and Denisovans could be older and progenitors of Bigfoot. But where do humans come in?
Because they're hybrids. Sleeping with
European Neanderthal mixing with Asian Neanderthal, and then this 41.5% remaining, that
or
Asian
the aliens put it all together.
Yeah, that could be.
Neanderthal mixing with Asian Neanderthal / Denisovan, which is 58.5% Neanderthal / Denisovan, which is European Neanderthal mixing with Asian Neanderthal, and then this 41.5% remaining, that is human. So what we have is a Neanderthal human hybrid.
Okay.
Neanderthal Denisovan human hybrid. That's what you have.
Well, I mean, that's what white people are anyway. That's what everybody is except for original man. I guess they're saying it's varying because they saying that they are 3% and 1% or whatever, depending on
correct.
Europe.
58%.
Yes.
Here. So there's an actual lab that tested this and found that it's 58.5% Neanderthal.
Yes. And these things, that Neanderthal side that has been evolving.
It didn't find that it was 58% Neanderthal.
No,
it found that it was 58% Neanderthal and Denisovan.
Right.
For the millennia, okay? These things have remained very aggressive, okay? And then that 41.5% human side, which we did find Native American DNA in there.
Engines. See, he's not giving the percentage, and this is very disingenuous.
It's terrible. It's Charles Barkley terrible.
It is terrible. If you're gonna have that breakdown, give us the fucking breakdown. X% Denisovan, X% Neanderthal, X% Native Americans. Go ahead.
Then he allowed the host to say some bullshit and say, "It's 58.1 Neanderthal."
Right, and
he was supposed to clear that up.
Correct. And that was his chance to say, well, it was actually 40% Neanderthal, 18% Denisovan.
Right.
Well, so at some point before the Bering Land Strait closed, they migrated over here.
Bering Land Strait.
Here you go with that bullshit. Fuck him. He's on bullshit. Talking nonsense.
1.5% it makes them highly intelligent, okay? And what we're dealing with is a species that is very few. They're highly endangered, and that is why we do not see them.
The 40% human makes them highly intelligent. Boy, these white people are something else.
Okay, there are very few of them.
So what exactly did you find that you sent off for samples to test?
So when I found my specimen, I was about 2 weeks deep caveman camping. I call it, basically not using fire, just kind of being one with nature. And I slowly made my way to this area where I'd seen some examples of Bigfoot activity, and that's when I smelled this decaying body. Okay, and Bigfoot naturally smelled, but this thing was like I call it like stink on top of stank, and I wound up following my nose, and that's when I found this 8-foot long, 300-pound
specimen.
Bigfoot specimen.
That should be at the Museum of Science and History. The Museum of Natural History.
No, I wouldn't send it to no fucking museum. I'd keep it and display it or somehow. Because you give it to the museum, next thing you know, it's in the basement somewhere and not in sight, or it goes to the Smithsonian and is never seen again.
This thing has completely changed.
Did they mummify it? It's got to be stinking in this case. Is that case cooled? Is it refrigerated?
The case has to be airtight.
And refrigerated?
I don't know if it has to be refrigerated. Airtight stuff does not decay.
It's my life.
It kills all of the bacteria that does that.
Yeah.
Just the whole process of getting this out of the woods, getting it taxidermied, getting the DNA brought.
So yeah, the taxidermy.
Yeah.
I need information. What did the innards look like? Did he have regular lungs? What did the heart look like? This dude, where's the scientist he should have had the scientist or the doctor with him who did all that shit. Was it an autopsy done? You just taxidermied Bigfoot?
Yeah, probably. DNA tested and taxidermied. I mean, I don't know about no autopsy.
This should have been huge.
Because they can ultrasound and do all kinds of things and see what's inside nowadays.
Man, they were supposed to have taken this, because this could be alien.
Well, they've been trying to suppress everything. Only reason this shit's coming out because it's the information age. That's the only reason. They can't stop it, and it's a simulation. It's the information age.
Now I got kicked out of a few labs and trying to get proper blood work and stuff done at specialty labs is extremely expensive. So it was a miracle I was able to get this done at the Cornell lab, and the results draw so many different conclusions about our history and evolution, and it's drawn obviously skepticism from a lot of religious organizations who believe we're all made in the eye of God. So we're getting a backlash from people who have preconceived notions on what Bigfoot could be, and also people who just flat out disbelieve because they believe that we're
wearing a disguise.
Could very well be, and it might be to his. Because what was his name? Wasn't it some sort of alias type of name?
Snake the Bigfoot.
Yeah. So catching that might be important. He don't.
We're part of God.
He doesn't want to be exposed out there as this because he might be on shenanigans. It might be some BS.
That's divine plan, okay?
And
Well,
it
let me
might
tell
be
you,
real too, though.
Let me just ask you that.
one of many things.
So the specimen that we were just seeing video of, you found that dead body somewhere in Michigan?
No, this is in Adirondack Park in upstate New York.
Okay.
I'm glad he clarified that shit because dude asked him where he was. I was 2 weeks in. You was 2 weeks in your cocaine binge.
Yeah.
And we plan on bringing this body over to Michigan later this fall. We're trying to share it with as many people as we can because this thing is groundbreaking. And as you mentioned in the opener, there are a lot of sightings in Michigan as well.
Yeah.
And
he's just on a bender.
We're seeing different types of body type and different types of hair patterning depending on where you are in the states. So it's a fascinating kind of phenomenon we're dealing with here.
All right, so you're going to take this on tour, on exhibit. I'm assuming that you're anticipating running into people who believe and a whole lot of skeptics.
Yeah, you know what? There are people out there who put a lot of investment in that Patterson-Gimlin film that was from the 60s showing that Bigfoot walking through the California riverbed. And, that was an obvious hoax. And all of those people have believed in that, all said that Bigfoot was a great ape. And I'm out here, I've been preaching this Bigfoot Bible, and I'm telling the world that Bigfoot is Neanderthal human, a hybrid. So I'm going to get backlash. And, a lot of people, they disbelieve until they get face to face with an actual Bigfoot. And I tell you what.
And
you found one.
And you just said it was Denisovan, and now you're just talking about Neanderthal human.
I mean, I ain't got my camera on. Damn. I don't find this man credible. He's using the alias. He's got a disguise on.
And he's got an agenda.
Talking nonsense. He's moving around, going to travel around with this. Somebody needs to see the result. Wait a minute. Somebody need to go to the goddamn college where he talking about he got the goddamn DNA and talk to somebody there instead of this motherfucker.
But I'm saying, and he's got an agenda. It's Neanderthal human hybrid, as opposed to just letting the science speak. Like he said, he had that agenda before he found this body.
No, his agenda is to take it on tour and to make money.
Okay, right.
And he's dismissing major parts of what he said. He's like going with the narrative of the fucking reporter or whatever, instead of clarifying. He was supposed to stop him and say, yeah, 58%. We already said that, so I do that. So
the agenda, I'm saying, okay, if my belief is Bigfoot is part Neanderthal and man, and then I just happen to find a body in the woods that justifies that, and that was my agenda going in, I got a problem with that part of science. Damn what I believe. Your agenda should be, I'm going to find Bigfoot and let the science ferret itself out. He said, I've been pushing and I've been saying that this is what Bigfoot is. And then he goes out here and he finds this body. To your point, we need to find the scientist at Cornell.
Yeah, because I wonder if he was trying to push that before he got.
He was.
I didn't hear him say that it was before he.
Yeah,
he said he's been pushing this,
people out there
but it wasn't before
put
he
a lot
found
of
the
investment in that Patterson-Gimlin film that was from the 60s showing that Bigfoot walking through the California riverbed. And, that was an obvious hoax. And all of those people have believed in that, all said that Bigfoot was a great ape. And I'm out here, I've been preaching this Bigfoot Bible, and I'm telling the world that Bigfoot is Neanderthal human.
Yeah, I see your point. I'm out here, I've been preaching, I don't know. Coke binge.
So I'm going to get backlash. And, a lot of people, they disbelieve until they get face to face with an actual Bigfoot. And I tell you what, if you get face to face with one of these things, they are highly aggressive. And in that situation, your odds of getting out of there alive is very slim.
No, then see, that's bullshit.
Correct.
In that situation, your odds of getting out of there alive are very slim.
Oh, okay. I'm trying not to be too skeptical with you here live because I'm trying to soak this all in and understand it at the same time. Is there any kind of dating on that on the body you found as to how old it might be?
Good question.
Yeah, so we did study the teeth, and that's basically how you can determine the
Okay.
age. And so we estimate our specimen between 18 to like early 20s. So you have to picture that too. This is like let's say
The dental.
Yeah, but what is that based on?
Right, you're saying where they compare it against?
Yeah,
20-year-old
decided it's an age.
creature that's 8 feet tall, 300 pounds. And we found in its stomach a diet that's consistent of a scavenger lifestyle. So these are opportunity eaters. These migrate vast territories. We think that ours up in Adirondack Park live nearby cave systems where they either
I believe that.
spend part of the year or use as coverage.
Gotcha. Okay, so when do you
That's that Neanderthal in them, got them in them caves.
anticipate bringing this to Michigan?
A lot of shit about caves, and yeah, I didn't talk about, but I remember now that they would disappear into caves, like, but caves have been portals too, so
yeah,
it adds up to the interdimensional thing too. That's what's really,
and there's a whole world underneath our feet.
Yes.
They got us thinking we've discovered everything.
A few worlds beneath our feet. Shit,
there's a whole sun under there.
Yeah. And numerous
Right
cities.
now we're
numerous cities.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're planning on doing Detroit area, Chicago, and Indianapolis in November. So we're basically
Put it
looking
on your
for
list,
places
Yeah,
to do
I'm gonna go see it.
share
My
with the book
birthday.
and the body. So it's got to be a place that can accommodate an interesting setup.
Yeah, and a whole lot of people.
For a place to do share with the book and the body. So it's got to be a place that can accommodate an interesting setup.
Yeah, and a whole lot of people. Okay, Snake the Bigfoot Hunter, please let me know when it's coming because you and I are going to have to meet face to face and have this conversation again.
I can't wait, my man.
Okay. All right, take care, my friend.
There's
you
the
might be
horns
wondering,
again, so.
Sasquatch, Bigfoot, what's the difference? Both names describe the same legendary creature, a tall, hairy figure reported in woods across North America. Sasquatch comes from indigenous oral traditions in the Pacific
And
Northwest.
so he feels like because his is a different color than the one on the Kremlin Grimler film or whatever it's called, that there can't be different shades of Bigfoot?
Well, he's got to be stupid because the abominable snowman is a Sasquatch too. It's just from a different area.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
got to be asinine. They just say stupid shit, bro, to take pics. So your average person will dismiss.
Nature has proven that same species come in different colors.
Man, we took tribal to a training boarding place, and they had a fucking wolf, a white wolf there. They have they have a white wolf at that motherfucker. I was over there, and they was, we was just getting introduced to the place, and Carla was like, "Well, yeah, that's not a dog." I looked at it, I was like, "Oh hell no, that ain't a dog. That's a wolf." It was much bigger, and it was all white.
Yeah, bigger paw.
West describing a large human-like forest spirit or guardian. Bigfoot became popular in the U.S. back in 1958 after giant footprints were found in California. And again, Michigan, no stranger to Sasquatch sightings. They're going to take you back to 2024 when this video went viral on TikTok. The video was posted by the page Foul Mitten Outdoors. In the video, a man named Casey Dostert claims he was knocked out cold by flying sticks and rocks after he checked out an area in northern Michigan where he thinks Bigfoot was living. We actually talked to him back in 2022.
My dad used to hunt up there. He used to tell me shit.
I've definitely interacted with something that's mysterious to us. I think there's a lot of things out there we can't explain. And and maybe we weren't meant to be able to explain them, and maybe we never will explain them.
Now, he has been documenting his supposed interactions. He even claims to be exchanging gifts with whatever that was. Now to a more recent sighting we covered.
But they didn't like his gifts. That's why they fucked him up.
He probably had no gift at the time.
He was just taking at first, huh? So,
Yeah,
oh, look what I
big
discovered.
fat
This
ass.
is evidence. I'm gonna take it.
Big fat ass motherfucker.
Yeah, you're stealing. You're
bing, bing, bing.
When this motherfucker come back taking our shit, we're gonna fuck him up next time. Yeah. Yeah. That was all we had in for videos. So that brings us to this question. After everything we've just uncovered, origins, evidence, theories, hoaxes, science, and culture, what's your real takeaway about Bigfoot, aka Sasquatch? And before you answer, let's see if there's anything in the chat. Oh yeah, he's just laughing at Lagarde's laughing at our depiction of the cracker that was just from Cracker Barrel talking. He's definitely on a coke binge. I've seen guys like that. All right, so what's your real takeaway about Bigfoot? What is spirit or your mind's eye telling you?
That it is a being and an intelligent one. And I think it has the ability to shift.
Shapeshift?
Shift off the grid to be invisible. Humans have that technology, so you know.
You talking about cloaking?
Yeah.
Okay.
As a multi-dimensional being, I can't say that it probably or possibly not. It's a lot of more questions than answers.
So
I don't think it's a figment of anybody's imagination, though.
So you don't think it's fiction? And I used to think this is fiction. I remember you used to tell me about it when we was in college.
Yeah.
This is something I couldn't wrap my head around. I just thought it was all a bunch of bullshit. And my dad, rest his soul, used to be trying to tell me stuff, bro, and I would just shut it down, bro, because you know he's an avid hunter out there and got property up there in the woods hunting.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he used to be out there all the time, bro.
Shit, Wolverines was motherfucking myth until, you know, science.
True. The platypus, they didn't know about the platypus until they discovered
Panda. They thought motherfuckers was crazy talking about a fucking black and white bear.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point. So for me, I just put the poll into the chat, y'all. I would say this. I'm not willing to say it's a hoax anymore. I used to think all of the because I only saw one so-called African American doing this type of research, and it's just tough for me to believe pink people. And white folks, if you're offended by it, I mean, color me stupid. But it's hard for me to believe. Just like what Tori was just saying about this guy yapping, it's just hard to believe anything coming out y'all mouth about anything at this point, right? You know what I'm saying? But the indigenous was seeing it. The Indians were seeing it.
Yeah, my people.
Correct. I'll listen to them.
Our people.
I'll listen to them. Now, so my bum's not on the fence. Well, we'll get to the poll, and then that way we can do that. The real takeaway is that Bigfoot sits at the intersection of mystery and meaning, whether it's an interdimensional being, an undiscovered primate, or a cultural creation we keep alive through our stories. Bigfoot represents humanity's hunger for the unknown. The legend persists because it gives people space to wonder, debate, and imagine a world that isn't fully mapped. We all can agree with that. If you think this world is fully mapped, you need to take Fox out your box and get it right out your twat and go get your twat checked out because it stinks. Okay. In the end, Bigfoot is less about proving a creature exists and more about exploring why we're drawn to the possibility. So click on that link in there and you can vote in the poll. We're about to give the results and let you know what we picked. All right, so the poll is Bigfoot is ... Your options are an interdimensional being, an alien, a wild man / human hybrid, or a fictional character. Now we know all the options weren't there. And it'll behoove you to use the comments. Moultrie put a comment, said, "Who cares? Go to work." You know, Moultrie's the only person that goes to work. You know that in his mind? You know he's the only person that works, so
Monkey ball business. He owns his own company talking about go to work.
Yeah.
You don't go to work.
All right. All right. So alien, no one selected alien, which I find fascinating. Interdimensional being, 29% selected interdimensional being. Another 29% selected a wild man / human hybrid. And 43% said it's fictional character. So right away you might think, majority of the people say it's fictional. No, that's not what the data is showing. The data is showing that close to 60%, that 67%, 57% are saying it's not a fictional character. And 43% are saying it is a fictional character. Brother Wordsmith, where were you at on this poll?
The hybrid.
Wow, man, hybrid.
Yep.
So you believe that wacky Coke Bender theory?
No, I don't believe his theory. I did the poll way before I encountered that guy.
Knew who Snick the Bigfoot hunter was?
I'd never even heard of anything he had to say. So
yeah. But you agree with his theory?
Well,
he said Neanderthal human.
Neanderthal Desovian human, and then he backed off of that and went straight Neanderthal human. So I don't,
to ram his belief.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
Just discounted what the DNA said about Denisovan. Just wanted to just keep talking Neanderthal human.
He said it and then dismissed it. That's the problem.
Dismissed it.
That's the problem I had.
He had to say it.
He didn't have to. He could have been like 58% Neanderthal and 42 the same nonsense.
He could have, but there's fact checkers out here. Like you said, you gotta. He should have listed. He listed to college.
Yeah,
you got to reach out to Cornell and verify his study.
Exactly. That's it. That's all.
Because I'm sure they posted something on it somewhere.
And it had to be the percentages all the way out. Just not. He just clumped them together because you look at him.
Cornell University. I'll tell you what I did now. University does DNA Bigfoot.
I gotta hit the head right quick.
All right. DNA Bigfoot. Let's see if we can find this. So Cornell University has not confirmed that it conducted DNA testing on a Bigfoot specimen. The claim originates from a self-proclaimed Bigfoot hunter named Charles Stewart, also known as Snake, who alleges that tests at Cornell's veterinary DNA lab showed his 8-foot specimen was 58.5% Neanderthal, Denisovan, and 41.5% human. While Stewart has heavily promoted the story, claiming the test proved the creature is Neanderthal human hybrid, scientific and academic communities remain highly skeptical. Cornell University has not validated these findings or Stewart's claims. If you're interested in the scientific study of unknown creatures, let me know. Fox News, Fox in the Box. Fox is covering it. The mystery of Bigfoot has been solved. Arandock Mountains. Folks like veteran Bigfoot hunter Matthew Moneymaker. His name is Matthew Moneymaker. Shake your moneymaker, bitch. From the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization sounded the alarms. A newcomer, hoaxer, scammer going by the name. No, he doesn't have Bigfoot remains. It's just a cheesy, fake, dead Bigfoot. Perhaps a little better than Tom Biscardi's dead Bigfoot. Okay, I told you those labels did nothing to slow him down. Had DNA performed at Cornell, according to Snake. So Cornell University hasn't confirmed. They haven't said they denied it, but they haven't confirmed that they did any of this.
That's what I suspected.
Yeah, but they haven't confirmed it. That the results of the supposed DNA.
Did they respond at all?
Most people are saying this guy is a hoaxer. The way he came out there and called that Zapruder film, whatever the name of it, a hoax. Yeah. I've never heard that was a flat out hoax.
Because they can't say that's a flat out hoax because they can't prove it.
Well, this coke fiend, allegedly, in my opinion.
If science could prove it, then they would have.
Yeah, well, he's a coke.
Also, I know what science didn't do. They didn't say that he had something that was real.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Why isn't he in jail?
Because it's not illegal to lie in America.
Cornell,
some things you can't lie about.
True. But you're running a scam when you're presenting something as something, and it's fraud when you say, oh, University of Illinois tested this in veterinary science, and then now I'm charging people to come view it.
So that's fraud. But,
yeah.
That
would be fraud.
Yeah, it's kind of low level fraud, and he's pink, so.
Yeah, I mean, if he was running a circus and wasn't making these claims, it would be nothing wrong with that. Cornell University does not condone or endorse. No. Okay, it said does not conduct or endorse Bigfoot DNA testing. A Michigan man named Charles Stewart claimed that his purported Bigfoot specimen, an 8-foot taxidermy creature named Dak, was tested at Cornell's veterinary lab and 58.5% Neanderthal. Blah, blah, blah. Cornell University has not confirmed this claim. Yeah, because Cornell would have released a study, right, Self?
Yes, that's why I said we need to see what they talk about. I said that immediately as soon as he said Cornell, because he's not credible.
He's pink. You know what I mean?
That's his only credibility.
His black ass. If you tried to run that scam and you was going around, they'd be all on your ass. All right, the views expressed in today's pod are those of the host and guests and are not necessarily reflective of any affiliates of TATN. Furthermore, this podcast was a satirical commentary. All statements are jokes, opinions, or exaggerations for entertainment and edutainment, not factual claims or allegations about any person, place, or event. So, after everything, I didn't give I said I went with interdimensional beings, Self. 29% went with interdimensional being. That was one of those. You said wild man, human hybrid, but I went with interdimensional being. I could no longer go with fictional character after I went down a rabbit hole.
Well, I mean, that's the thing about what you said and what I said. They both could be true.
Yeah, true.
It could be wild man, human hybrid, and interdimensional, because we're
an alien.
And we're interdimensional beings.
Yeah.
It could be the predecessor that they say the Anunnaki put their DNA in that changed us from that to this.
Could be.
I doubt it though, because
Could be. I did have that thought when I was doing the research that if the little people are coming from the future, the little grays, then something that big and virile would probably be from the start. I did have that thought. It just didn't bring it up during the show.
The problem is original man doesn't have all that. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, we know who that is.
Yeah.
So after everything we broke down today, from folks getting folded by wildlife, by the big bison and 4K, to the never-ending mystery of Bigfoot, you can see how the internet keeps reminding us all that the world is way stranger, funnier, and more predictable than we pretend. We haven't discovered, in my mind's eye, more than 30% of the places on this planet and the things that's living on it. Animals moving with intention, humans acting like NPCs, and somewhere in the shadows, that tall silhouette still got people swearing they witnessed something outside the rule book. Woo! 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 Whether Bigfoot is interdimensional, a lost primate, a hybrid, or just a collective story we refuse to retire, the real takeaway is this: men crave wonder. We crave the unknown. We crave that feeling of, yo, what was that? And every viral clip, every blurry forest video, every campfire confession keeps that curiosity breathing. So, as we wrap up tonight's episode, keep your third eye open, your mind flexible, and your sense of humor on standby. This world is wild. The internet is wilder. And somewhere out there, truth and imagination still thumb wrestle for the top spot. Appreciate you for tapping in. Same time next week, we're going to go even deeper. Stay curious, stay informed, stay aware, stay engaged. Most importantly, stay true to self. Also, love yourself and others around you deeply. Stay in the now. Remember, asking not what our culture can do for you, but what you can do for copper culture. Silence is violence, and continue questioning everything. The Self Love Show. This ain't Kansas, Toto. Peer down those rabbit holes and do your own research, but use caution and discernment, because sometimes when you stare into the abyss, Bigfoot stares right back into you. Peace, self-love, honor, and respect. All right, Brother Wordsmith. Next week, if we don't get Lagarde or a guest on here, or LaGrady, as you say, we're gonna unpack reverse aging dope. They got drugs they're using to reverse your aging.
Yeah, I'm aware. Can't think of the name of it, but I can see the dude's face.
But you're what am I looking for? You're a father. You wouldn't reverse your aging so you can spend more time with your little ones who aren't so little anymore?
Well, the people that are doing this, they're not from the same phylum. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Genus?
They can, yeah. Well, it might be the same genus, bro. It's very kind of specific. They're human and mankind, so you know they're not man, so they got that extra whatever. That's what I'm talking about. So I think they got
so their dope won't apply to your.
Not all situation. Of it. Most of it, no. Most of it, no.
And if you're taking Ozempic, you're gonna be. You might get $75 out of a class action lawsuit that's coming. But Ozempic, bad idea, genes. Just get off your ass and start moving your body.
Yeah, because, man, will make you sick.
It's already fucking people up.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, it makes you not want to eat.
Man, that poison they put in the food makes me not want to eat.
Yeah, I'm about to do a fast. Spirit's been telling me that.
Shit, I be looking at food and I be like, just Noah's chemical field. Drive past these restaurants, so-called restaurants, fast food places. That shit's not food.
It's poison.
So I know tomorrow I'm gonna see the watermelon man. Give me a nice yellow watermelon.
Is he colored?
Yeah.
Buck teeth, hair like stymie or buckwheat?
No.
Stink?
No.
All right, just big ups to the watermelon man. I gotta ask these questions. You know
he goes and picks up the watermelons and come back and sells them.
Yeah, I gotta ask these questions. He's a watermelon.
He hustling them. He making some money.
I tell you what though, talk your ass off about Mick Poison. And I'm sorry to say this. If there's any kids out there, stop listening. They brought back the fried fucking apple pie that they discontinued back in 1992 when we were still down there at Beta. I went in there and got one of those. OM to the capital double fucking G. I should have did an unboxing. I would have went viral on TikTok. Listen, one's not gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I don't think they have food in that place.
Man, one won't. It was just because I've been talking to people about it. Self, if they were born after like 1996 or 88, they have no idea what that tastes like.
No, they don't.
Yeah. I've been telling the YNs, do yourself a favor. I'll be talking to the YNs, Self. You know what I mean? What's up with you YNs today? Oh, no, I'm not stupid. I'm usually in a whip or something like that. How you YNs doing today? You know what I'm saying? Y'all out here finessing? You in school? You getting money?
You
YNs be cool,
YN
bro.
vernacular?
Yeah. The YNs.
You YN?
Yeah, they be cool. Yeah. They know what I'm talking about. Some of them are, what word am I looking for? Them Africans. What do you call themselves? Tethers. Some of them be tethers. I'm like, you're not a YN. You know what I mean? Big ups to all the tethers and the YNs. All right, next week, on Sunday, Spolly Tricks, right here on TATN, mouthpiece included. The link is always pinned in the chat. We unpack sports and polytricks right there on that show. All of the hot topics. Pull up, or shut up is the theme of that show. But if you do pull up, what, Self?
Don't forget your mouthpiece. You can get left all wet.
That's right. Fuck around, get the YNs on your ass. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty much all I had. You have anything else, bro, before we get to my favorite part of the whole shebang?
Nope, let's roll.
All right, so this brings me to my personal favorite part of the whole shebang, and that's going to be Wordsmith's final words out there.
Lab that tested this and found that it's 58.5%.
Wordsmith's final words out there.
Yeah. Turn it up a little bit. Bigfoot, myth or real? Mythical or dimensional being? From the all-saying, Creator made a vow to keep creating and show us how. The simulation has been depicted from the smallest indication, because it's a holographic fractal space. And that don't really occur naturally any place. So what do we really know is true, and how do we depict our view? This being has a resonance and a presence that disrupts technology. It also affects your ophthalmology. But that's something only really scholars see. They have been telling us lies. They have been presenting things that has caused our cries for just us, because it's just us, that they leave in disgust. But I know what's true, and I know what we be going through, informing you. It's all love. But you gotta look deep and look within, and all them people out there that know what they saw, they ain't pretend. You hear that? In my humble opinion, that's a hybrid that's been guided by the highest power, like us. Made from the ashes and dust. Words.
The Self Luv Show, giving you more than.
Do you think you are the one?
Honestly, I don't know.
You know what that means? It's Latin. Means know thyself.
Girl,
The time is now, my people. We must stand together.
I will eat the right foods that I grow myself. Stole my health. I'm glad to be me now and nobody else. Man, know thyself. I will eat the right foods that I grow myself. Cause the wrong way stole my health. I'm glad to be me now and nobody else. Yo,
Bullets.
in the code and all the scriptures, potions and elixirs.
Come on, Karen. Bullets. A boomerang.
Stand your ground.
Murder is suicide.
Yeah, well, an eye for an eye.
Silence is violence.
See something, say something.
You want to be a slave? Vibrate greed. Ego. Fear. That's how they make you a slave. You end up in prison.
Okay. As I know for sure, charity plus humility times love is freedom.
That's how you get out. Do not answer questions.
What are you looking at, slave?
Question everything.
We've got two who can see.
Fear is cap. It's an illusion.
Yeah. Vibrate love.
hear it. You never die when you breathe in the Holy Spirit. Swine ain't divine, the people they won't go near it. Salad bar, spit it, not your avatar here to bring you back to God. Said it just like Master Far sent you. The end ain't always happy.
And forgiveness is love's supreme vibration.
So, do something charitable for a so-called enemy and end a beef.
Healthy people, heal thy people. That's a commandment.
Yeah, let's hurt people. For sure, gonna try to hurt people.
Free Larry Hoover, man, like Big Meech.
Free Jeff Ford.
Free all the guys, man.
Prison to slavery.
Check that 13th Amendment if you don't believe them. And be Yah. Walk on water.
Man. Move mountains.
Oh, Mountain Dew.
Yes, sir. Week by week, that mountain is getting weak. It's moving. Look at it.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Being the one is just like being in love. No one can tell you you're in love, you just know it. Through and through. Balls to bones.
Still got them, bro.
Got mine.
Same, man. Stop snitching on y'allself. Take school serious.
Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.